Going by trike. Here we go.
You guys.
What is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Rich Abroad. I'm Richie Rich.
Dang.
Who are you? I don't even know you. Who are you? Strangers. They let anybody up in here, man. Anyway, welcome back. It's good to have you here.
Yes.
And yes, it's good to have you here. I know you've been working hard. So anyway, you guys let us know. A couple of small adjustments. We're working with some things, a couple of things. So please be patient. Let us know about the camera resolution, especially.
I like it.
Let us know about the resolution. So you should have got your pink thing, whatever. About the resolution, it should be better. Should be. Hopefully it's better. I think it is. It looks better anyway. I don't know, but it shows, but when it's better, it shows the not so good parts. Start showing the flaw. Maybe we need to go back to that old resolution.
I know.
But anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, look, before we jump into it, just a few quick reminders for tonight. As always, this is a call-in live stream. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear your ideas. We want to hear what you got cracking. And of course, the number is scrolling across the bottom, 415-490-8030. And you call in anytime. If you have any problem, let us know. And it's because sometimes there's some weird stuff going on with the phone. But it shouldn't be a problem for the most part. Each call is limited. We're going to limit the calls. You guys don't be mad at us if we got to cut you off because you guys can't see what we can see. But when the phone calls drag on, the meter goes down. People just start dropping off of the live stream really quick. And you should see it. It just starts plummeting when the phone calls drag on. So don't be mad if we cut you off. So call in as much as you want. Just get to your point and get in and get out so we can get some other people in. All right. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. Most importantly, of course, be respectful. If you got something to say it. You guys are articulate. You guys are smart people. This is a good crowd, good audience. So, find something. If you disagree, that's cool. It's even better if you disagree. Just be respectful and disagree. And I might disagree with you, but I'm always going to respect you. And that's all I ask from you guys. If you're coming in here trolling, it is going to be a very short trip. Because Slick Rick is up in here and he is going to kick your ass out. So don't come in here trolling, you guys. I don't troll your channel. Don't troll mine. Whatever. I know it's not going to stop people from trolling. They're going to do what they're going to do. Last but not least, we don't solicit super chats or super stickers or anything like that. But nobody, and I do mean nobody, is going to be mad at you if you send us a super chat, or a super sticker, right? Nobody's going to be upset. Nobody's going to fall out with you. And that is how I'm going to leave it. Cheng, take it away.
I thought you're already used to doing live streams on your own.
I'm getting used to it. It's just easy to do when you're here. It's a lot easier to do when you're here. But I am getting used to it. So quick shout out before you take it away. In the house, who's in the house? Raymond's in the house. What's up, Raymond? DC is in the house. What's happening, bruh? That's me. Michael Moy is in the house. What? That's me.
That's you.
Yeah, I just said that's me. Yeah. Michael Moy's in the house. What's happening, Michael? Obi-Wan is in the house.
Obi-Wan. Real name, no gimmicks.
What?
That's Eminem.
You're back, right? Morris is in the house. What's happening, Morris? What's going on? Did we miss anybody for right now?
Slick Rick, of
course, is running things in the background.
Amirabui Al-Mubarak.
Amirabui is in the house. House. Black Box is in the house, right? You don't remember that's
in the house.
No, Brooklyn's in the house. Yeah, okay. But no, that was the LA Dream Team back in the days, like the 90s.
Globetrotter.
Anyway,
I know.
Yeah, it was
Mariah Carey.
It was the jam. Anyway, okay, we'll get to the rest of the cats in the house. KB is in the house. What's up, KB? We're rocking what you got us. Always appreciate it. Jeff D is in the house. What's up, Jeff? Big Love is in the house. What's up, Big Love?
Big Love back at you.
Corey Harris. Hey, what's up, Corey? Corey's in the house. What's happening, Corey? Let's see. Who else? Who did we miss? Sam McCall. What's up, Sam from Oaktown is in the house. Proper World's in the house. What's up, Proper? What's happening, man? Let's see. David Pryor's in the house. And who else? Naps is in the house. What's up, Naps? All right. Let's see. Anybody else? Okay, that's so that we ran the gamut real quick. And what? Speak up. Oh, AG, A Gill, like Johnny Gill. A Gill's in the house. What's up, A Gill? What's happening? Hey, you guys, if you're new to the channel, let us know where you're watching from, because our channel is getting bigger. We're expanding out. We got people in Bermuda, people from France watching, people from all over the globe watching. Let us know where you're watching from. We always appreciate it. The phone lines are open. Call in, but let's start it off. Let's kick it off. Man, already the whole that stupid thing. Okay. All right, go ahead, kick it off, Ching.
And first of all, no. So you can just a disclaimer. You can call me any terms of endearment you wanna call me.
I know, right? No, I can't call you baby because I got blasted by a troll for calling you baby on our last live stream. It was like, you're disrespectful, like, because he thought it's not his fault. He didn't know, but he could have apologized when he found out what was really going on, right? Yeah, but yeah, it's not his fault. He thought you're just a random woman calling in, so I'm like calling you baby. Anyway, go ahead, do your thing.
All right, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. So
what's the elephant?
The elephant in the room is money. So, because the moment a lot of Filipinas brings up money early, some Western men immediately like shut down, or your antennas go up. Like, yeah, alarm bells go off, labels come out. She's a gold digger. It's a red flag. And she's just after my wallet. So, but there's an uncomfortable truth that, Filipinas, or most Filipinas, are not talking about money because they're greedy. They're talking about money because a lot of times it's realistic.
What do you mean it's realistic?
Because a lot of Filipinos seen struggle up close. Like growing up, you've seen your parents struggle, and you've seen hospital bills, you've seen tuition, and you've seen supporting partners, and helping siblings, most especially when the elder sister or the brother is now has a work, and the sibling will help out the younger siblings. Sometimes also being a single mom,
right?
And sometimes being the breadwinner of the family before we think about it first, before falling in love.
Oh, that's cool, but I don't want nobody on a first date sitting up asking me about how much money I make. What do I do? I mean, what you do for a living is a common question, right? Yeah. But you don't need to know how much money I make on the first, second, or however many dates. You don't need to know how much money I make. All you need to know is, are we having a good time today? And as we progress into the relationship, you can ask me, we can start talking about different stuff. You can be vetting me along the way, but you don't need to know. I don't think you need to know how much money I make or what my financial situation is.
But maybe I think she's just wanting to know for clarity, protecting her future, because she wants to know if this guy is, I don't necessarily need to know how much exactly are you making, but what I need to know is this man can provide for me and for my future, something like that.
I disagree.
Like that, so because, for example, for some Filipinos who are already made up, or they already can take care of their own, is this man can add to me, or I'm going to take care of this man,
right. But I disagree.
Okay.
And the only, in part, not in full, but in part, because I think when you're on a first, second, or and early on, all you need to know: am I having a good time? Do we vibe together? Do we vibe together? Do I like? Am I attracted to this guy? That's what you need to know. Do we even get along first? Do we have the same? Do we have the same goals? Do we have the same thought? Mindset or about the future? That's what you need to know before you talking about money and all that stuff, right? So that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, talk about that stuff first, and then when we get past that point, then we can start. You can start vetting me and see. So what kind of lawyer are you? Whatever the hell. the questions are, then then you can start vetting a little bit more about finances and all that stuff. But right off the bat, I don't think so.
Either.
I don't think so.
I think it's disrespectful to ask someone, how much money do you make? So especially during the first few weeks or first couple of days.
Definitely.
But I think that it needs to be discussed further along,
When should it be discussed?
I think when you're already, how do you say that? When you're already
After, right,
when already comfortable with each
how
other.
much,
And wait lang.
how much in the bank?
You only do that when you're when I'm here, I notice you're so serious when you're on your own live stream. But anyways,
35.
yeah, it was. But anyway, so we're going to talk about why that honesty triggers a lot of Western men and why it feels transactional to them and why survival mindset clashes with romance. But again, we want you to understand how some Filipinos think, especially when it comes to dealing with money, because the culture here is so different.
Okay, but first, let me put this out there. Let me put this out there for the crowd. I want to ask the men out there, and I'm sure there's a couple few Filipinos in the audience, but right now it's probably mostly men. I want to ask the men: does money talk early on? If you're out on a date early on, first, second, third date or whatever, and she starts asking you about money, is that a red flag for you? Is that a red flag for you? It would be for me. It would absolutely be a red flag for. I might even get up and walk the f off. Right? Excuse me. Let me go to the bathroom or something. I left something in my car and it's me. But yeah, is it a red flag? All right. Now let's take this call. Goodness. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. Okay.
Hello.
All right. Raymond's in the house. What's up, Raymond?
That is a huge red flag. I'm sorry. I'm like you, Rich. I would invent a reason to get up and walk out.
Right.
Delete phone number. That's right up there with a woman, with a Filipino start asking about going to America. Hell to the no. Hell no.
Right.
If a woman starts asking about money and then when can we go to America and all, you start asking all that crap. Yeah, I'm out. That's all I got to say.
Right. I would be too. I would be too. I would be like, nah, this is not going down. I mean, what do you need to know about my finances right off the bat for? I just don't think you need to know anything about my finances, right? Right from jump. What, sweetie? What are you doing? What are you doing? Bring the cord. No, 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 no. Just bring the cord. Plug it back in. There you go. The cord. Okay.
Making it longer.
The cord. Just can I have the cord? Sweetie, can you plug the cord back in, please? And then let's have the tail end of it.
Yeah, hold on. It's too short.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Got it. All right. Excuse me for hold on, you guys. All right. I think we're back in action and we'll find out in just a second. In just a second. Does that work? I don't know if that worked. No, I don't think it worked. Is it fully plugged in? I don't know if that worked. It's always something in it. No, I don't think that matters. Hold on for a second. Just for a second, you guys. That's not the issue. Make sure you plug both of them in. Everything push down. No, that's not happening. Nope. All right. So it's gonna cut out on us in a little bit then. That's all right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Come on. We'll be fine. All right. So go ahead with yours, and I'll start working on this.
Okay.
We'll switch it over.
So let's talk about why Filipinos talk about money early. Okay. So I think a lot of Filipinos are raised to think long term, especially when it comes to being in a relationship, not just emotionally, but financially and practically. Okay, practically speaking.
Okay.
Because when you go into a relationship, you are thinking that, oh, is this can this man help me, or I'm going to take care of this man? Because that's a lot of mindset. Remember that a lot of Filipinas here are the most Filipinas are the ones with the job.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm kind of with you.
I'm
I got you.
thinking that as a Filipina, that mostly if I'm going to be in a relationship with this man, will this man help me or supplement what I have, or I'm going to be the one to take care of this man? You know
Yeah,
me?
but if you get in a relationship with a foreigner, do you really think you're going to be the one? I mean, if it's an old dude, though, huh?
Mm.
If it's an old dude, maybe you might.
And
Okay.
also, not just that, because like for example, if you're really looking for a relationship with that partner,
Mhm.
and you are also going to consider, especially if you're considering dating an older guy, you
Mhm.
would think of things like, oh, should I need to consider that he's getting old, you know, eventually I'm going to take care of him,
Mhm.
you know, so you need to
Right.
consider that practically, because if he cannot work or things like that, then maybe
So you're saying that's the reason that Filipinos bring up money early on.
some Filipinas, but not
But some,
really,
yeah,
but
some.
yeah, some Filipinas. But I really think I think I would agree with you that uh I am not going to be comfortable talking about money, especially when you just met that person.
Yeah.
Couple of dates. I don't think it's a good idea to be talking to that, to money or finances, about finances
Mhm.
with that person. And also, I don't think it's just Filipinas, but a lot of women, uh you know, love without stability feels irresponsible. I think
What does that mean?
when I mean love without stability is that you cannot, when I'm hungry, can you feed me love? You cannot feed me love.
Right.
Yeah, you
You
think
always hungry too.
I know. But you know what I'm trying to say?
Hey.
Love is not enough.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And being in a relationship involves money. So
Right.
you know, if you love me, that's cool, we love each other, but we gotta eat too. We gotta live in a house too.
I got you.
You know,
I got
so that is part of the consideration when you are involving or you want to engage in a relationship. But
Mhm.
you know, I think for some Filipinas, asking about money early on is transparency and not manipulation. But I get Western men that, you know, you're just cautious, your radars are up, your antennas are up, that you she's not after my wallet, and I have to distinguish the difference between if she just after my wallet or is she wanting a genuine connection with me.
Got it.
Mm.
Got it.
What about you?
I don't know. I don't think I think if you're asking about my money early on, I just think it's a bad deal. It's
a
bad
bad deal.
juju. Yeah. It's not something you need to know about.
Mhm.
It's just not something you need to know about right now.
Okay.
Right. Although we'll take this next call. All right. I think it's Black Box. What's up, Black Box? Oh, hold on, just a sec. Okay, go ahead.
So I knew you said something about your video system, so I'm gonna be real quick.
Mm.
Um, that video I sent you is going to talk a lot about the Filipino gig economy and the history of the Philippines on how when they were uh, by the French, they were by the Spanish, then the Americas, and how they set up their gig economy that made people go overseas and then build infrastructure for their workforce in the Philippines. So this is why they always on forever survival mode. Once I watched the video I sent you, it made me look very differently at how women treated people in this whole dating thing. It really mind, and it's a business video. Plus one extra thing, and I'm gonna go. Ask Ching, did she like that Ronette song that I sent you guys to listen to for YouTube?
Sorry, my bad. I forgot to check it out. Sorry.
Okay, when you get a chance. Because I know you like the song, Chad. That was it. I can't add about it. I do have to see it, Rich. And if you see it, then maybe you can talk about it later on, or maybe in another video. So, all right, that's all I want to say, guys.
All right, appreciate you, Black Box.
All right,
take care.
all right,
Peace.
Okay, Black Box, can you please type in again the title so I'll get back to it after the live stream? Sorry, I totally forgot about it.
I was saying before, I don't know. At home. I don't care if it's at home or if it's here. It doesn't matter. If I'm on a date all you need to know, first of all, if we're on the first, second, third date, can I pay for the date? Right? Can I pay for this date if I asked you out? Right? And are we having a good time? That's it. That's it. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Are we having a good time today? We can worry about the other stuff. I mean, I know you don't want to invest 100 dates before you find out that I'm broke, or but you first you just need to know if we vibe. If you even want to continue, do I even want to continue messing with you? Right. So I think that's first and foremost. Sometimes we put the cart before the horse.
I hear you. And also, I think I remembered something about 2 weeks ago, like going back to our first few messages when we were just starting talking. And then I didn't find any conversation about money. And, and as I recall to this day, what we talked about during our first meeting,
Right.
it didn't really involve anything about money.
Right.
So, yeah, so I think I would agree. Of course not.
Of course not. Right. All right. So some real quick feedback. Raymond said the cam is a big upgrade, which is great, but it's not going to be here for very long because we're almost out of because apparently it's low on batteries. So we'll fix that next time. Let's see. Who else? Rich, let the haters hate, right? DC said, let the haters hate. And I agree with you, DC. People are trolling, but my dad said it great, man. My dad said it, if ain't nobody hating on you, you ain't done nothing. And it's just that simple. It is what it is. I don't think you can grow as a channel or in business doing anything without people hating on you in some way, shape, or form. So
or even as a person,
Right.
if you, especially if you're doing something for your self-improvement.
Right. Exactly. And Slick Rick said the troll that you're talking about also failed to read what was being written to him. I don't think you read it at all. I didn't see any other comments from him, so whatever, right? Frank said it's not looking good for the Niners right now against the Seahawks. Hey, Frank, and everybody else out there, I appreciate you. But look, please, if you don't know, after I finish the live stream, I watch the game. Please don't talk about the scores. Hey, Slick Rick, if you read in the comments, anybody says anything about the score or anything about the game, delete it, bruh. Delete it for me, please, so I can watch the game and so I can get the game. So I can enjoy the game, right? I know nobody means any harm, but it's just, I want to enjoy the game and see the game on my own. Right. Okay.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, Slick, please delete the comments. Delete those comments, right? I mean, it ain't no disrespect. He ain't trying to, but anyway. Luca's in the house. What's up, Luca? Right? DC said, I think once you're getting ready to get serious, you need to know if a guy is self-sufficient. And I think so too, when you get serious, right? But in my mind, that is not on the first, second, or third date.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Right. I just don't think that's the time.
I think that's when I mentioned that, when you get to a point that you're already comfortable or you're talking about future plans together. So exactly. I think that's when you talk about finance.
Exactly. All right. Let's see. Arnold. Arnold said, I prefer a woman who doesn't need to depend on a man for financial support. Me too, Arnold. And she can contribute equally to a relationship. To me, that shows responsibility. Arnold, I don't need her to contribute equally, but I need her to contribute. And she needs to be self-sufficient. I want to be with a woman who doesn't need me. And I think that's a key point for me. If she needs you, then she is highly motivated, highly incentivized to do X, Y, and Z for you because she needs you. She needs what you have, what you bring to the table. But if you can get with a woman who doesn't need you, who can take care of herself, then that woman is with you because she wants to be with you. And I think there's a huge difference. What do you think about that?
I think I agree.
Thanks, Ching.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ching, for your hard-hitting journalism, really.
Because you know that I want you and I don't need... I need you too, pala.
Anyway, we understand. All right. Go ahead.
DC said, when I met a lady and I like her and think that we will have a long-term relationship, then I will find out what's her financial responsibility with her family. I think that's a good question to ask, so especially because you need to ask questions. Okay, go ahead. I think I think we need to settle this.
I think we need to settle this first, right? So pull the cord. Let's.
Okay, hold on. I'll make it longer for you.
You guys give us one quick second so we can extend this and we can have a. Okay. Okay, and just put it right there. There we go. That's awesome. All right.
The rest for you.
Okay. So now we got the battery going.
Mm-hmm.
We got the battery, but I think, you guys tell us if you can hear. We're going to need you guys' help for troubleshooting. Tell us, can you still hear us? Because I think that ends the. But hopefully, if the sound is good, yeah, I think the sound should be okay. So I think the sound is still good even without the microphones. But you guys tell us in the comments really quick. Tell us in the comments, can you hear us? Okay, but what I did, I killed the mouse. The mouse is dead now. Okay, can you hear us? Okay, awesome. All right, there you go. So I don't think we need the microphones. We'll leave them on just in case. Just who knows? Just leave it on just in case. All right, awesome. See, good. All right, boom. There we go. All right. So now, but here's the deal. We gotta scroll with our fingers, right? All right. Okay, so let's go here. All right. Oh, that worked out cool. That worked out right. All right. Okay, so let's get this comment in right here. Go ahead.
Okay, so Naps said, hello, Naps.
What's up, Naps?
A man's financial stability doesn't need to be discussed during the first few dates, but any woman will need to vet for financial stability of a man before deciding to be in a relationship with him. I totally agree.
Absolutely. With that. It's got to be talked about. I mean, like you said, right? She needs to know if he can provide and protect. She needs to know that, right? But is that something we need to talk about on the first date? We're sitting down getting some cheesecake, and coffee or whatever, and chopping it up. I just don't think that's something that needs to be discussed then.
I think that it doesn't need to be discussed. The timeline is very important when discussing finances.
Agreed.
I think that when you're just knowing that person, because this is what I think as a Filipina, the moment you ask during a date, the first few dates that you're getting to know each other about your finances, that's the only thing that she wants to know. How much money do you make?
Right, exactly.
Can you support my lifestyle? Something like that. So it's a red flag for me as a Filipina to ask finances. So I think it's rude also to ask for how much money you make, especially when you're just getting to know each other. It's not your business, in my opinion.
I agree. Agree.
So Arnold said,
I think this is the same one we just got. Okay. Now, so we're caught up. We're good.
Okay, that's we already
we did this one too?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So we're here.
All right. So Jeff T.
Hello, Jeff. If I can fly to the Philippines, she does not need to know how much money I make. My red flag goes up.
Exactly. Exactly. Just can we meet together? Can we spend time together? Can we get to know each other? And then we'll talk about that as time goes by. I want to know what you do. I want to know what kind of job do you have? Can you take care of yourself? Are you flourishing? Are you struggling? I mean, you might have a job, but maybe you're way behind in bills. You owe 50 dudes or 50 people or whatever. I mean, those are things we need to know. But first off, okay, she cute. She looked like she did in her profile, right? Okay, she's all right. She got pretty eyes. She got them lips. Okay. I mean, you kind of sizing each other up and talking. Do you enjoy the conversation? Do you even want to see each other again? Right. So I think those are things that need to be, that you should be thinking about from jump.
Can I say something? Something. I don't know if it's this is just me. When I go on a date, I went on 2 dates. when I met you, let's talk about just the date between you and me. Okay. When I met you, when I make sure that I have money too. Right. Because I'm not expecting you, I'm expecting a Dutch treat. Okay. So I'm expecting that I'm going to put in and you're going to put in also, because I'm not really expecting you to pay for the date. Even if you like, oh, let's meet. We agreed to meet together, because whenever you go out, a lot of women, not just Filipinas, would assume that the guy would pay for the date. Right. But I think in my mind, in my little mind, I think that when I go out on a date, I need to be prepared in paying too, because
because look, if you say the wrong thing, shoot, a cat might just get up and walk the f off,
Yeah, because
right?
you
Shoot,
need to have money too, because you're not, you're strangers, eh. You're
yeah,
not really, you're not friends. You can call yourself,
you don't know each other.
you don't know each other. So I don't think that, it would be nice if a guy would pay for you, but you need to be ready also to
Absolutely,
pay.
you just don't know each other. So I
Yeah.
mean, I think that's a good policy. I think that's a really good policy. All right, I got lost again. Sorry. Um,
Oh, resolution is great. I will love it.
oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. It's like
You can see
yeah, and everything, right? Okay. All right. Obi-Wan said the camera was much better. The old one it was had a foggy filter. I said the same thing. I felt like it was a little bit foggy. This one will get better, and I just think the thing is we just have to do a little bit better job with the charge at the beginning of it, and that'll be cool, right? But it'll get better. We're always trying stuff out, and unfortunately, we have to make y'all the guinea pigs and do it and do it during the show, but. Let's see. Corey said, "What's up, Richie? We're getting close. Big dog. June will be here soon. Can't wait to hook up." Corey, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I just ran across your last message to me, so I kept that in mind for sure. Right. All right. Let's see. This one. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Jeff D said,
Mhm.
shirt looks better, Rich. A lot better than that ugly red shirt you wear with John, the California.
I love my USC shirt. I love any of my USC gear actually.
No, I was
Yeah.
just talking you because you're wearing US.
I know, but he's an Oregon dude, and we got that Oregon gear. Put him my rocket the next time, right?
Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see. David Pryor said,
Hello, Rich, and welcome back, Chang. Thank
"Welcome
you
back,
for the
Chang. Welcome
welcoming
back.
room.
I missed you. I really missed you. I missed you, damn it." Right? Yeah,
So Big Love said, been there, the coldest summer vacation I've ever taken.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, let's get back into the comments. Okay, what's the next? What's the next segment? Right? What's the next segment question?
So the next segment is, the family responsibility. This is the part that Western men underestimate.
Okay.
Because, as you all know, Filipino families are very, tight, family oriented. And when we say family oriented, um, we don't, a lot of Filipinas don't date as individuals. They date as part of the family ecosystem. That's why family is also included, her family is also included when she's vetting you. So
Okay.
there may be times where, oh, I think it's too early to get introduced to the family. But you must understand that that's her way also of letting her family vet you.
Okay.
So that's one way of, it's not just, oh, I want you to meet my family because I want you to be pressured and be introduced as the boyfriend, or this is my friend, something like that.
Okay.
But this is also one way of helping me vet you through my family.
Help you.
Yeah, help you vet my family will also tell me, oh, what do you think about this guy, blah blah blah, because there may be, because if you like someone, your decision making may be clouded. I really like him. You all see the good thing, so you help your family will help you vet that guy.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. DC said, when I meet a lady and I like her and I think that we'll have a long-term relationship, then I find out what her financial responsibility to her family, right? And that's it. That's it, right? You can ask, there'll be time to ask those questions. I mean, again, I'm not saying wait till the 20th date when you guys been bumping uglies for a while and all that stuff. I mean, you can find that, but the first couple dates, just fill each other out. Do I really want to? Well, the more you talk, the more you get to know each other.
The more in depth.
Yeah, you start learning more about her mindset, her mind frame, all that stuff. And then it might be like once you get to that point, you start thinking, okay, maybe this is a woman I want to spend time with. So let me ask some more questions, right?
So Obi-Wan said it's usually easy enough to see how someone is living. Retired means you have a pension, but my monthly income will be private this time. Okay. So yeah, so I think a lot of Filipinos would think that if you're retired, of course, same thing as here. If you're retired, you have a pension.
Right.
So you basically are not working. So, if is your pension enough
That's probably enough,
yeah,
right?
yeah, is your pension
Right.
enough? That would be the question.
And that's a good question. It's a legit question. Um, it's a legit question, and I think especially because the cats who are here on a pension, they're on a set income, right? They have a very set revenue stream, so it's important for her to know, how much, But look, you can find stuff out. There's ways you can look around. Be observant. How much. You look at his condo where he stays, or where you look how he spends money. You can kind of find stuff out before you even get to that point.
See his lifestyle also.
Mhm.
Like for example, where are the places that he hangs out?
Where does he hang out? Does he drink all the time? Does he go out to the bars?
And
Does he go out clubbing and to the bars all the time? Right.
And when he hangs out to the bar, you check how many bottles is he drinking already, something like that.
You count his bottles?
Because that will
You count my bottles?
yeah. I count. And then I tell you that's enough.
What are you talking about?
Kidding.
What are you talking about?
Then you reach that point.
You're making stuff up. How many bottles? What's the maximum amount of bottles you counted me drinking?
2.
Exactly. Talking about you counting my bottles. You sound like I'm a lush.
No,
Yeah.
because count mine also.
Yeah, no, you're different. Because I got hey, man.
Hey.
Yeah, come on, hold on.
Stop.
Yeah, you're the one who needs to be counted on. Yeah, you counting my bottle.
What is
Crazy.
the test the policeman does when the sobriety
It's
test?
sobriety test, yeah. Yeah, you
Hmm.
count my bottle.
Anyway, I'm just playing, yeah.
I know you're crazy. Anyway, all right, okay, next, Mr. Say, go ahead.
Man, Rich, you can't be trusting those farts as freely as you do in the videos after age 40. You better check your drawers. You wreck your drawers.
Hey, bro, I've blown holes in my drawers, man. I'm not gonna lie. I threw away a pair of drawers today, right? I threw away a pair of drawers today because, it just I got to be careful on those. I got to be careful on those, for real, right? DC said money talk early as a flag that is on fire. Right?
So too.
Michael Moore said it's a huge red flag, right? I think we're all in agreement.
On the
Proper
same
world,
page.
proper world. What's happening, man? Welcome to the fam. And proper world, let me know, where are you watching from, brother? Where are you watching from? Stink Shag is in the house. What's up, Stink Shag?
Even before sorry.
Go ahead.
Even before I get serious with a Filipina, I let it be known that our relationship will be between her and I, not me and her parents and the extended family. Yeah.
It's easier said than done, but it needs to be said though, right? It needs to be said, right?
Because a lot of people would just freely what do you call that? Divulge that information.
Right.
If you do not communicate that with your partner. So your business, your financial matters should be between you and your partner. And whenever they ask, they will get the message. Whenever they ask something, oh, how much is it? Enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
Enough. Just enough. Yeah. So I think I got a way on how to, talk about those things without really disclosing such information. And also, here in the Philippines, a lot of Filipinas helping parents, for most Filipino children, not just Filipinas, also Filipinos, helping parents isn't optional.
Right.
It's a cultural responsibility. Even if our parents are not asking us to help, we think of it as our responsibility as the children to help out our parents, especially when they're no longer working. So but a lot of Filipino parents, this is one of the things that I don't like about the culture here in the Philippines, that they look at their children as an investment or as a retirement plan, because I will send you to a school, I will send you to this, so that when you get to work, you'll what do you call it? Yeah, you'll give me the the return of investment.
Right.
So there.
Okay. USCG's Coast Guard. US Coast Guard.
USCG Vietnam era vet. Oh, welcome to Rich Abroad. One of the most common questions Asian women ask me is, what's your job? From that, is their attempt to size up my salary. I think it's a good question to ask.
It's a good job. I mean, it's a good question. It's a common question. And but look, it's also, I think it's a good question because it doubles down as, it's conversation.
Mm.
And then it doubles down as, okay, you can put someone in a certain salary range, right? Like if they know you're a teacher, then you have an idea of what kind of money they make. If you're
where do you teach?
Yeah, where do you teach? Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you teach? Then they can kind of, you just have to ask some questions. You really have to ask some questions. You can learn a whole bunch of stuff, actually.
Mm.
But I think that's a good question to ask.
Mm.
And I don't think that's asking too much. But when you start getting deeper into people's salary, I'm like,
Yeah, I think maybe that's indirectly asking for, you sizing up the financial matters, but not directly asking how
Right.
much money does he make. So,
Right. So Larry Johnson said it would be a red flag, but I can't spend my money. She's spending money on me. Go figure. Okay. All right. Okay. Luca said,
yes, huge waving red flag for men and or women talking about how much money you have early on when dating.
Luca, you know what? That's a great point. I don't think I asked you how much money you made.
We just ask each other,
like,
like,
what do you do? Yeah, and all that. I don't think. I have an idea of how much you make now. A very good idea of how much you make now, but it's because I've been around here for a while and kind of, I get the culture or whatever. But I didn't really care how much money you made. I just cared that you had a damn job, right? In my opinion, and I'll stick to this. I'll go to the grave saying this. If you're going to date a woman here or anywhere, here in the Philippines or anywhere else, and she has children that she's supporting and she doesn't have a job, that is a bad idea. That's just a damn bad idea overall. Sure. So that's all I got to say. Mm-hmm. Like, because who do you think, if she doesn't have a job and she's got kids, who's going to be supporting? It's going to be you. Mm-hmm. It is definitely going to be you. So, Luke, I absolutely agree with you. Mm-hmm. And I think she should be asking the same questions about him. But in time, right? In time, right? Let's see. DC said.
DC.
Oh, my bad.
DC. Yeah. They do what they want to do more than what we ask them to do.
Okay. Exactly. Right. All right. Raymond said,
you don't need to know too much about finances that early, especially if you don't know if it's even going to work. Huge red flag or full stop.
Exactly. You don't even know them yet. You don't even know each other yet. That's the whole thing. Okay. All right. We'll take.
Especially, like, for example, I think, sometimes it's okay to. I'm not advocating lying, but sometimes I'm not advocating lying, but sometimes
I'm waiting for you to finish.
Wait lang. Because sometimes women or people look at you, like the question, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a lawyer. Oh, or I'm an engineer. I'm a doctor. Or they already, okay. Yeah. So sometimes this is where the part where I am a
work hard.
I work hard. And also, like, for example, I do X, Y, and Z, and in her mind, oh, he's not making that much money. That's when you know. Mm-hmm. That's when you know. And when she dips, like, I'm not gonna mess with you. Something like that.
I work hard. I work hard every day.
Mm-hmm. So Stink Shag said, any discussion about how much money I make, her needing money in the first 3 weeks is a red flag for me, and I'm gone.
Done. It is cookies. Absolutely cookies after that, right? Let's see.
Like Rick said, okay, stop Malcolm. Ever since YT changed, everyone handle. I sometimes handle. Okay. There. All right. So Knapp said a man's financial stability doesn't need to be discussed during the first few dates, but any woman will need to vet her for financial stability of a man before deciding to be in a relationship with him.
For sure. We'll get that. Somebody is
slipping.
We'll take this call. Hold on just a second, Morris. Somebody ain't doing their job. Hold on.
But anyway.
It should work still. Go ahead. Go ahead, Morris.
Hi, Rich. Yeah, asking about money on the first date is a huge red flag. And also, even the mention of where you're good or where you're taking on a date. Oh, you're taking me here? That's a red flag. Mm-hmm. Oh, you need to do this for me if you want me to take me. You got girls even in Bermuda. Oh well, oh, I ain't got nothing to wear. You buy me what you mean you ain't got nothing to wear?
Are you serious?
You're going? Yeah, man. Look, look, we're getting out to a nice restaurant. Wear something nice. I ain't got nothing nice. So what you been wearing for the last years of your life? No, sorry. Mm-mm.
I would have told her to stay home. And you got to stay home. Yeah, you got to stay home then. Sorry, yeah. But that's so crazy though, bro. That's so, because I've seen these videos where the woman says, if you take me out, you got to pay the babysitter for my kids. You got to pay for my nails to get done. You got to pay for my hair and my makeup, and maybe even buy me an outfit, and then take me to a nice place. You must be crazy. You must be crazy. Yeah. You must be crazy. Yeah. Yeah. But it's hard. Are you guys okay? Is that okay with you? Let me just, Morris, yourself included. I kind of know your answer. But is that what dudes are really doing these days? I mean, for real, this is a question. It's not is that what dudes are doing? Are dudes really paying for nails and hair and babysitters and then taking women out to women? Dudes are doing that for real. I've been gone for a while, so I don't really know. But man,
yeah, Richie, my son, my second son is in his 30s, and he's telling me that guys are doing stuff like that. I'm like, are you serious? No. He says yes, just to get with the women. I mean, this is crazy.
That's why they keep acting. That's why they do what they do. That's exactly why they do what they do. Is if we stop, that
were paid.
Exactly. That's why they feel entitled to be asking for that, because people are doing it. That's crazy to me. I don't get why people are doing all of that. But to each his own, I guess. To each his own. All right. Yeah. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Mo.
You're all right.
Okay.
Lessons.
Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, but I always lose it. Well, once I do that, I'll lose it. Okay,
I'll
just remember.
10:16.
Okay, all right. Okay. Oh, good one. Timestamp, right? Okay. Let's read these quick super chats. Christopher Michaels said, "Good day, y'all. Nice to see y'all back together." You know it is. It is nice, man. Come on, man.
You missed me. You just don't want to admit it.
I said it like 2 or 3 times. I said
like 2 again.
I said like 2 or 3 times, like when you wasn't here. You were listening on the show.
No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. I always miss you. It's not the same without you. All right, read this comment from Anthony X King. Yeah.
Anthony X King, and you better highlight that too.
Right.
Okay. Anthony X King said that will be equivalent to me asking her about having my kids on the first, second, third, etc. date too.
Right. Yeah. Would you have my kid? Are you gonna have my kid? I got a question. I really have this question because I saw this video. Y'all, let me know how you feel about this. Okay, it's kind of off topic, a little bit off topic, sure. Right? Okay, you got kids with a dude, right? But let's just assume. I know you don't, but you have kids with you got 2 baby daddies, right?
Yeah, for example.
Does if baby daddy number 1 brings his kid some clothes, would you make him bring clothes or food for the other kids too? That ain't even his kids?
No.
I've seen that in videos where the woman won't let a man give his kids clothes or food or anything because there's not enough for her other kids that are her other from her. Go ahead. Little girl in the blue shirt.
Yeah, I think the guy, it's just a bonus if I'm going to bring extra for the other kid, but that's not my responsibility.
It's crazy.
The only responsibility I have is my son or my daughter with you.
Man, some of y'all ones crazy. I'm just saying.
You force that guy to bring extra gifts for the son who's not even here.
I don't even. Where's the logic? I mean, how does that make sense to you? Like, I'm supposed to pay for some other dude's kids that ain't mine. I'm taking care of my kids.
You must be thankful that I'm supporting your kid.
I've seen these videos and I'm tripping. I'm going like, are you crazy? They really believe that. Oh, if you didn't bring enough for all my kids, then this kid can't have none either. I'm like, anyway, I know that's off topic. We'll stay on topic. My bad. All right, let's take this next call real quick. Hold on a second. All right, go ahead, man.
It's gonna be quick and short.
Okay.
I know of a young man that's going through that exact same scenario in Bermuda.
Same
He
thing.
can't bring nothing for his child unless he brings something for her other child that's from a different man. It's ludicrous.
Dude, it's crazy. It is so crazy. I saw the. I thought it's got to be a gimmick. It's got to be some kind of gag. She was dead ass serious, bro. Dead ass. She had multiple kids, and she said dude brought his kids some McDonald's, right? And she said, "Oh hell no." She said, "Hell no. You got enough for all the kids?
You gotta, or bring nothing,
or don't bring nothing."
That's what they say.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's straight. That is G to the H to the E double T O. That is ghetto. I can work on that for you. Right, yeah. All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sorry we jumped off topic, y'all. All right, blessings back to you, man. All right, let's get back to the topic. Go ahead.
Just chiming in with your topic a little now. So because this was just an experience here in the Philippines, this, like for example, when you a tradition here in the Philippines, like during Christmas, you bring your daughters to their godparents, for gifts. But I normally don't do that. But when they meet your children, especially when they haven't seen the children in a long time, they normally give only to their godson or goddaughter.
Right.
They're not expected to give gifts to the other children as well. So, but it's very nice that if that godparent considers your other children also. So it's just a bonus. You should not expect that. This is just a godmother, or godparent. But especially with the parent, you should not be expecting. I'll stop. You should not be expecting.
I think we got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think we got it, sweet. All right. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. We'll take this call and then we'll get into this comment. All right. Hold on just a second. And bang. Go ahead, Mike. What's up, man?
Hey, I'm going to be there in 60 days and you guys are scaring me to death.
Don't be scared, man. Come on. Just come on.
No, I mean, if you're going out with a girl and the first thing she's talking about is money, I'm out. I got to go.
Get up and leave. We're telling you. We're giving you the keys to the kingdom. Get up and leave. Deuces.
If it's what do you do, what do you drive, where do you live? I mean, if that's in the first 5 minutes, we got to go. But then I do understand that this single mom thing, that's another whole nightmare going into it. I mean, it's just not going to be an easy road.
It's not an easy road. And I mean, and for everybody out there, I mean, it is what it is out here in the Philippines. I think I checked and the number is like 77%. When you are of the women over 35, it's some like 67% of those women are single moms over 35. So, I mean, there's a very, very strong chance that you're going to end up dating a single mom here. And the ones...
I mean, the worst thing...
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I don't want to disrespect anybody.
Yeah.
You still there?
Yeah, I lost you for a minute. It's okay.
Go ahead, man.
No, it's just you don't want to get in a relationship where you're disrespecting somebody because of their culture and what goes on. And then you don't want to sound like you're coming off cheap either. I'll take care of the girl I'm dating, of course.
Right.
But where do you draw the line?
That's for each man to figure out. But and you know what? You make a great point, Michael. And that's exactly why we have this show, because a lot of dudes come here and they don't get the culture here. And they don't understand that, hey, there's going to be a lot of single moms here. And it is what it is. And there's reasons for that. And it's not necessarily always the single mom's fault or her doing. I mean, the government forbids certain contraceptives being used. There's a lot of reasons for it. So, but just understand that most of the women, the mass majority of the women you meet are going to be single moms.
Well, as long as we can screen them through Chang first, we're good.
Hey, she's the human screener, bro. Send them to her. Send them to her, man. All right, Mike.
Peace.
All right, we're waiting for you to get here, man. Take care. He's cool people. He's really cool people. All right, go ahead, read that.
Okay, so I think we read that already earlier.
Did you read it already? Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay, so There you go.
Okay.
So DC said, I think that a lot of money bring it up as a feeler to see what maybe their financial future is.
I think that should be women a lot.
A lot of it.
But it says money. Yeah,
Mm.
but okay. Yeah, and I get that too, but it needs to be brought up later. Because I mean,
Yeah.
you could potentially scare off some good quality cats,
Mhm.
some really good quality cats, just because you don't have social,
Yeah,
you
social
can get
skills.
social grace.
So,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
also, as a Filipino, you already know that we already have stereotypes as of Filipinas being gold diggers.
Right.
You don't want to ask those kind of questions, especially if you are really looking for a long term partner, and you know that we have already a reputation of being gold diggers and all that. So you need to ask questions, but you have to be mindful of what to ask that person.
True. Very true. Very true. You want to read this? And go ahead.
Wait lang.
Lapa labra samor. Lapa labra samor.
La palabra es amor.
Mhm. Okay. And you want to-
Welcome to Rich Rich Abroad. Thank you for joining us on our live stream. He or she said, find yourself someone that truly fears the Lord. Love is more than enough. The rest will follow.
Right.
I agree.
Let us know where you're watching from. Very
Mhm.
important. If you guys will, if you're new to the channel, definitely let us know where you are watching from. DC's got a good question,
Mm.
right? Do Filipinos do the same thing with local dudes?
I think so.
I think so. I
Mhm.
think they do.
I think we also ask the same questions because if you heard what I asked early on the during the live stream, will I take care of this man or he can take care of me
Right.
also? Because a lot of times most of the Filipinos here have good jobs than high pay the salary
Better jobs.
have better jobs than the men. So she's in her mind she will be thinking that am I be the one who's going to support this guy or we can help each other? So
Mhm. Okay. All right. I agree. I agree with you. David Pryor said it's a red flag. Other than asking what I do, she can look the rest up on computer. Exactly. And it solves her curiosity. Most women will ask this as part of their nature. Can you support me and any kids or future? And that's what they need to know in due time. And David, you make a great point. I mean, do a little Google research, man. I mean, ask his job and you can go home or you can Google it when he goes to the bathroom. Yeah, how much, what's the average salary for a blah, 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 for a garbage man, for a lawyer, for a whatever, whatever the heck he says he does, you can do a little homework, man. Have some social grace. Okay.
So Stan said, you find a Filipino who has enough money to take care of you and herself. You found a gold mine because this woman is definitely with you for love.
You gold mine. Stan, think should call me a gold mine.
Yeah, gold mine. I thought,
I don't
mine
know.
bomb.
Oh my God.
What do you call when you step on it? Mine bomb?
Landmine.
A landmine pala. I mixed up two. I mixed up two. His landmine.
Sorry.
Okay, so this he said, you are 100% right. We need to know if we like each other before anything
For
else.
anything else. I mean,
Yeah, you need
seriously,
to
yeah.
chemistry first.
I might not even want to see you again after the
Yeah.
first date. Right?
Mhm.
I know what you're thinking. After our first date, I was like, yeah, I'm cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got them thick ass glasses. Yeah.
Nah.
She rolled up in a tricycle, man. I mean, some thick ass glasses. I don't even remember what she was wearing, but you did not look the same as you look now. I'm just telling you. Right. All right. Big Love said, I'm married for 42 years. Big Love, congratulations to you, brother. Seriously. Imagine me being on a date in the present and some chick asked me about my finances. I see me going off. Right. Exactly, man. Come on. Must be quit tripping, dude. Asking me about my money.
Okay, Lucas said, money matters need to be discussed if and only if you both are serious and ready to have a relationship. I agree with you.
You don't need to know until we're serious.
Mm.
Hey, but when is that? When's the serious point? I mean, it's after we.
After, yeah, more than a couple of
After we've
times.
done
Yeah,
two
because
things, right?
because to be honest, I wouldn't be if I don't see a future with you, I would be doing it with you again. Then
Sure you would.
maybe.
Sure you would. Sure you would. Yeah. Sure you would. Let's just be real.
Okay.
Anyway, but we get your point. But we get your point.
There's an exception.
Yeah, there's always exceptions, but we get your point.
Anyway, Kenneth Saint Welcome to
Look,
the
come
live
on.
stream. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
might cut me loose after a couple more times.
Okay, so we need to see if we vibe, have something in common, and genuinely like each other. Money is way back.
Exactly, Kat.
Yeah.
Exactly,
You
man.
know, just basing it on our interaction, I think during the first meeting, the moment I found out that
Mhm.
we have a lot in common,
Mhm.
that's what, okay, so he's on the list of, you know,
Right. Yeah.
guys.
He passes
He
on to the
passed
next.
on the next,
the next
level
stage, right?
because
Yeah.
you know we've got chemistry. I like talking to you,
Right.
and we have a lot of things in common. So
Right. Raymond said, Stink Shack, that's an interesting point. How many Filipinos are in a position to do that? I found that one that has her own money. Not a lot, not a lot, but that's why you got to come in here being a quality dude, right? Because if you're not a quality dude, even if you meet someone who's in a position to do that, you're not going to qualify for her, right? You won't even qualify to be in her own zone. So, so you definitely, there's not a whole bunch of them out there, right? Okay,
question.
go ahead.
I just
I'll let you.
a lot of guys. Do you think that a lot of guys mistake, because this is where the trick
Mhm.
comes in? A lot of guys mistake whether, because we you mentioned earlier, you need to find a woman who wants you, not who needs you. But how would you? A lot of guys get tricked or get confused with. How do you know the difference between if I
I'm
if
confused about your question. To be honest, I'm confused about your damn question. Let's try again.
how do you know, or how do you determine the difference if a woman needs you or if a woman wants you?
Well, first, I mean, again, you can do there's questions you ask, right? Number one, can she support herself? Can she support herself? And if she can't support herself, clearly, there's a target on you, right? Because she's looking at you like this is the cat who's going to support me and my rugrats, right? So that's first and foremost. But after that, maybe she does have a good job or a job. Now she can take care of herself, but maybe she might be in debt. Maybe she just got the job and she's in debt up to her eyeballs and she owes a whole bunch of people, or maybe she has bad spending habits. You got to ask questions. You got to find out. What kind of person you're dealing
Good
with.
point. Because doesn't necessarily mean that she has the job, that she qualified already. No, so I didn't think of that. Like she has debt. She has.
Look how many people get loans here. A lot of people get loans. Hey, and
It'll be. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
So I get surprised when, especially when close friends ask you that, oh, did you loan to X, Y, and Z? No, I don't have a loan. Well, how come you don't have a loan? Because I don't want to be in that. I don't want.
Exactly.
Yeah, because people are surprised that you don't have any loan at all.
Right. No, because and these are high interest loans out here. These are high interest loans. It's a trip. It is a trip, but you got to find out people's spending habits. I was talking about this yesterday, actually. I mean, just look at what she's wearing. Look at her apparel. I mean, is she wearing all this brand name stuff? Does she really? I used to ask, do you like fashion? And when I was in the dating game, do you like fashion? It's an easy question, and they don't know where you're going with it, right? Yeah, I like fashion. Oh, what's your favorite brand? Well, I like Chanel. I like blah blah blah. I like, oh, okay, I got you. What kind of phone you got? I got this iPhone Super Max 18 Pro. Right? Okay, click. Because look, and you don't have a job, but you like all of that. Where are you gonna get it from? You're gonna stop with all that.
Is
Yeah.
Adidas or Nike a luxury brand for you?
I don't think so.
Under Armour, because those are my brands. Sports brands.
All right.
Lululemon.
Those are not luxury brands, man. They're not luxury brands. Lululemon does not qualify. Okay? Read the comment. Come on.
Okay, so the black one said, I sent the link to Rich's phone, but if you want to know the group and the song, okay, it's the Ronettes, Be My Baby.
That's I know this.
Is it that?
Okay. Don't get us jacked up.
I'll just whisper later. I'll check it out later. Luca said to DC, yes, Filipinos do the same thing with local guys, but most times they move in same circles, so they know somehow what the other one does for a living. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like we stay on our lane.
Yeah, and plus, but the girls talk too, though. The
Mm.
girls, all the girls, they talk.
Mm.
Right? Okay, go ahead.
Rosa Burgess.
Mhm.
Welcome to our live stream. Burgess. If her family is demonstrating, they always ask her for money. Is there a good way to set expectations with both her and them that won't be acceptable? I'll let you answer first.
I don't know. In my mind, I think if you're willing to commit, if you're in a committed relationship with a Filipina, one of the first things you have to find out is she the breadwinner. You got to know if she's the breadwinner. If she's the breadwinner, then you have to understand if you remove her from her situation, you're taking money out of her family's mouth. So you're taking food out of her family's mouth, money from their pockets, and they're not going to be happy with that. So, in my opinion, you have to be willing to set up some kind of something, right? Look, I'm willing for us to, put this amount of money aside each month for your family, right? To help your family eat. But once that's gone, it's gone. And don't tell them what the amount is. Don't tell the family what the amount is, because they'll make sure that it's all gone. But I think that's reasonable. I don't think it's unreasonable. Look, this country is what it is. We are where we are. There are some people that are struggling here.
Mhm.
It's just that simple. So if you're willing to help them, I think you have to sit down with your partner and have a conversation about how much you're willing to help them. But when that number is up, it's up. There might be emergencies, real emergencies that are different. But outside that, when that number is up, it's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I would piggyback to what you said. And also, it is the responsibility of the Filipina to discuss those matters with her family, to set some boundaries also. So, like for example, just like in any couple, Filipina couple, that you need to talk to your parents. Oh, you don't talk to my husband regarding this.
No.
If you need anything, talk to me. Don't talk directly to him because
Luckily, nobody in your family has ever approached me for money or anything, to be honest. But if they did, I would say talk to Cheng. I'd say you need to talk to Cheng, but we will have already had a talk because it's so different though. It's so different. It's hard. It's hard when you know the family and when you like them too, though. It makes it a lot harder actually. But I would send them to you. I would send them to you, and then we would have a talk.
But it is my
About what we're gonna do.
responsibility. For example, it is my responsibility to orient my parents parents and siblings do not do this. Okay, but they've been really cool about not talking about finances to my previous relationship. So
Right.
that's it. So also we don't meddle with each other's finances. I think that's a very what do you call that? Good way to do it.
Mhm.
So Dave 22 said, welcome to Rich Abroad, and they want to know how much money you have so she can decide which scam to use to drain all your funds. It's sad but true. Sometimes they use that information too. But again, not all Filipinas are like that. So but it's a sad
That's why you gotta
reality.
vet.
Yeah.
That's why you have to bet.
Mhm.
Right.
So
Right. And look, I still think, like Luca said, until you're in a committed relationship or committed long term, she doesn't need to know how much money you make or how much money you have. But I think a lot of dudes come here trying to flex. I think a lot of dudes come here trying to flex and show off their money and talk, oh, I have this money, I got this, I got that. We won't mention. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. But they're dudes are trying to flex, and that's how they flex, is with their money, right? But they're setting themselves up because the game is the game.
yeah, so don't blame the Filipino or the family if they're asking you for money because you started with it.
Right.
Okay, so you already informed them that you have this. What's the reason? Why do you need to flex that if you're not going to share that with them? Is it just for bragging rights?
There's a lot of ego. Just trying to flex.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you don't want them to approach you for money later on, then don't bring it up. Don't bring up money.
Yeah. If you got the money, use if you got the money, take care of yourself, take care of the people you care about, and that's it. You don't have to talk about how much money I got and all this. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Larry said, I'm 70, 18 years older than her. Neither of us have children. We just want to have a peaceful life together, no more, no less.
That's easy.
That's it.
Larry, I hear you, bro. When you're 70 years old, everything in life is about peace. Everything in life is about peace. And when, bruh, I hear you. I don't want no smoke from anybody. I definitely hear you. I definitely hear you. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we got that. Okay, gotcha. All right.
We hear you.
All
Thank
right,
you so
all
much
right,
for the
okay.
feedback. Okay, that you hear is just fine. Luca said, but there are women both here and abroad who are into so-called financial dating. So you
Mhm.
better be discerning.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's not, let's not pretend like it's just here. Yeah. Because at home, women are definitely asking questions on the first date and bitching, whining, moaning, complaining about where you're taking them. However, I will say this, because Morris made a comment about, I don't think I would take someone on a first date without asking her, hey, what do you want to, for some input. You know what I'm saying? Asking her for some input. I don't think I would be that cat who just, jumps in the car and picks her up and said, look, we're going to this place without asking her, how do you feel about this place, because I think you're just setting yourself up for failure. But I know a lot of women, they like a man who takes charge and all that stuff. Yeah, but I'm taking charge. I'm asking you where that's me taking charge. You can appreciate that, then you know what you can do. Right. All right, Black Box said there's a trade-off, especially when the age gap is very wide. And there is. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Right. Did you see Ching's face when she hit the cord, right? Yeah. Anyway, I won't even say. You crazy.
Okay, wait.
Go
Go ahead. Okay, so Rosa said, what do you think about her family asking about money?
We can't have that. We're just kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't have that. Yeah.
So
Yeah. If I was with somebody and her family asked me for money, I would say you need to talk. If I'll just use you again, I would say you need to talk to Ching about that, because we've already talked about that. Yeah.
The color is real brilliant and sharp.
Right. But you know what we didn't do? We didn't turn the sign on.
Oh yeah.
Try it.
Huh? Later.
Okay. All right. Anyway, we should turn the sign on. Anyway. Okay. Go ahead.
To do it now?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. But Ching, every woman.
But Chang, every woman would pay their part. I don't.
None of this stuff over here.
Huh?
You didn't do none of this stuff.
I didn't.
The things
Yeah,
on
I
fire.
failed.
Man, you don't. I'm gonna whoop you.
Okay. I didn't do my job. Sorry. Okay, so wait lang. Let's answer Roger's question. But Cheng, will every woman would pay their part? I think not a lot of women will pay their part because they're expecting already that the men, once they ask you, whoever asks you out on a date, who that will pay. I think that's an unspoken.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. So, but when, for example, I ask you, oh, let's go out, I'm willing to pay the date.
You know what? I probably still wouldn't let you pay.
But I'm going to let you know upfront that I asked for this date and I'm going to pay.
If it was like for coffee or cheesecake or something, I would let you pay. If it's something small, but if it's
that's something that I can afford.
Yeah, exactly. If it's something big, I'm not.
But of course, I'm not going to invite you on some place that I cannot afford.
People do it.
Because I always think of it as, if this is something that I'm going to invite you, I make sure that I will pay. I can pay for it.
Right. Slick Rick said, everybody, please don't forget, hit the like button. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Please, y'all, man, I'm not good at begging. Y'all, could you please subscribe to our channel? Man, we're really trying to get to.
Please subscribe.
Yeah,
please
just do it for channel.
Yeah, subscribe and hit that notification bell because sometimes we don't get notified because you didn't click all. So click all. Yeah.
I know the trolls hate me, but do it. Just do it for change.
Yeah, please.
Do it. Seriously, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and when you hit the notification, make sure you click on all so it notifies you of everything that we're putting out there. Okay.
I like the camera.
You like the camera? You like yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
But before we read, can we?
Wait, timestamp.
10:30. Okay. So thank you so much, Ray
McKinnon, for the super. Thank you for the super sticker, Ray. We appreciate you, Ray. Where are you watching from? Hey, you guys, if you guys are new to our channel, seriously, if you could, let us know where you're watching from. I don't care what state, what country you're in. Just let us know really quick where you're watching from, just so we can kind of get a gauge of how we're growing and how big we're getting. Our channel is too damn small. We're the, what would we say? We're the biggest little channel, the biggest little channel in the Philippines. Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, we got a long way.
Way to go.
Yeah, right.
So Luca said, I think it's a given that most of, if not all Filipinos who marry foreign men a lot older than them are marrying for the money and for a better life, along with the promise to care for the older partner. I think
Okay.
that's part of it.
I appreciate you just coming out and saying that.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of people don't like to hear it,
Mm.
and they but it is what it is. It is a transaction. I mean, it just is. He's getting what he wants,
Mm.
and she's getting what she wants, and I'm okay with. I don't see why anybody has a problem with that.
Yeah, I think also, but because you're getting older and you want someone to be there with you when you grow older, someone to take care of you when you grow older, and yeah, so I think that's a good.
You know what? Luca didn't even say hi to us. You know, she just came in and just fired right off the
Mhm.
bat. Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
Hi,
my bad. Hey, Luca.
hi, Luca.
Trash talking Luca, right? I'm just kidding. Look, I already saw the comment. All right, all right.
Just playing with you.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. So DC said,
Retirement is a very good question. Some of us are in a lot better situation than others.
right.
Yes, especially here in the Philippines, because people mistake that when Filipinos receive their pension, it's the same pension you have at home. It's not. It's like 1/4 of what you have. Yeah,
Not that much.
not that much.
All right.
So yeah, so mhm. So who's that? A Gil?
Hey, Gil. Yeah.
Hey,
like
Gil.
Johnny Gil.
A Gil. I think. Okay, anyway, I went to Cebu to meet a lady from Christian Filipina. She introduced me to her family. The younger brother gave me the sidewise look. He asked to talk with me and he asked my intention with his sister. I think that's
No
the
problem with
yeah,
that.
I don't have a problem with that either.
Yeah.
So I think that's the
Okay.
way of the brother protecting.
That's what I was going to say. He has to talk to me and then ask me for some money, right? Yeah. But I mean, hey, Gil, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, maybe I don't know if there's a father in her life or an uncle or something like that, but she's got an older brother who's just looking out. Believe me, I've done the same thing for my sisters. I have only 3 older sisters, so I have 7 younger sisters, and I definitely, when given the chance to sit down with some cats that are dating my sisters, that never lasted long. But I asked the same question. I have no problem with that at all. Right? Okay.
Okay, so they do try to check you out. Yes,
Yeah.
Gil, they do try to check you
There
out.
you go. Yeah, there you go.
They do try to check you
Oh,
out.
no doubt. No
Mhm.
question about it.
Of course, if that the family members are also looking after their daughter or the Filipina, because they want to see if their sister will be with someone who
Right.
can I'm totally fine.
No, yeah, they just want to know she's gonna be all right. That's a good thing. That's just family looking out, right? That's how it
DC
should.
said, I live in a nice, quiet apartment, but I actually live well below my means. In other words, I can easily stay in a place that costs a lot more than what I'm presently staying in. Yeah. So you don't
Appreciate it.
you don't
Appreciate
really need to be in a grandiose what do you call
Dude,
it? You don't really need to be in a grandiose condo just to show off your lifestyle. I mean, you just need a decent and comfortable place to live in, especially when you're living on your own.
live below your means, and you're gonna be fine. Fine, right? Okay. Look. Okay.
So Eagle said, I agree. I told my girlfriend that my money is not for the family, just us. And I don't let female family members ask me about money. They should go to her first.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Just say, talk to Ching about that. Right? Yeah. I'm not the dude. Yeah. Ching handles the money. That's what I was. Ching handles the money.
Okay, DC said, I agree with Chang and I expect for my lady to look after her mom and dad along with her siblings, but taking care of the rest can be very tricky. Yeah. I think, because our responsibility is our parents, to be honest.
That's where I was gonna go with that. I mean, mom and dad, I get, I get here, especially here, but the siblings to point.
To a point,
To a
to a
point,
certain
yeah.
extent.
Yeah,
You know,
to a
I'm
point.
just, I'm just thankful to God for blessing me with wonderful siblings. And yeah.
Fornay's in the house. What's up, Fornay?
Hello, Fernay.
What's happening, man? And
Mhm.
Anders
And
is
Anders,
also in the
hello.
house. What's happening? Anders, appreciate that. Right?
Okay, Bruce is
It's
here.
in the house. House. Yeah. Okay.
Bruce said, I always say that I don't have a job to see if they're interested in me or not.
I'm broke.
Mm.
Right? Yeah. Look, I had to scrape this money together to take your ass out today. Right? Right. Look, I know we had Starbucks, but I had to scrape this money. I saved for a week.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, see what she say to that, right? I saved for a week.
I'll think
And,
about tomorrow.
Yeah. Shoot. If she's still willing to go out with you, you might have something there, right?
Okay. So Young Fresh is here. In my view, a man isn't the main provider if his Filipino partner is also contributing financially. In that situation, they're both providers. So he can't be considered the primary one. Part one.
Okay. All right.
There's a part
There's
two.
part two that's coming, and it's right
Okay.
now.
Okay. So if she wants to contribute, she can do so around the house or with the kids and contribute by working on her business she always wanted to run with my help. That's part two.
Okay, I like. Look, I don't have a problem with that. And again, that sounds like he's talking about like a hardcore, like committed relationship. Yeah, a committed relationship where it's very different, where the roles are kind of defined, right? Okay, all right.
So Obi-Wan said, whoever I'm with must support her family with her money. I'll chip in if I think I should eventually.
Eventually.
You just have to set some boundaries. Like, for example, what's the monthly expectation? You can't go beyond that.
Right.
Because once it goes out and then it's empty already. The well is empty already, and then
Right.
they ask for more. No, that's it.
Yeah,
You wait for next month.
that's it. Yeah, we got to take care of ourselves first, right? Okay.
So a young fresh said, I want to give my wife freedom not be a slave in the corporate world. And
There you go. He didn't put a part three on that.
because that's the end
Right.
already.
Okay.
Okay. Anders said, sorry, I need 5 years worth of statements before we match. 5 years worth of what kind of statement, financial statement?
You're killing me.
Turned it on.
I know you. What's that?
There's no color eh.
No, there's a movie where you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. It's what movie is that? With the baseball movie with the kids. I can't remember. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. Anyway, okay. What's up, OT? What's happening, man?
Magandang umaga, Reina and Harry. I miss you guys. Hope to see you guys again later this year. Need to debrief with you soon for an update. Keep taking care of the Harry. Ate, ingat ka. Sure.
Wow, look at all that, man. He's got it down. Got it down. Harry's my dude, man.
Okay, Jeff said to Young Fresh, respectfully disagree. As a high value man, I do not expect my woman to work. Her contributions is not going to be money.
You know, I'm kind of in between the two. I'm in between the two, and here's why I say I'm in between, because I don't think everybody's a high value man, right? I mean, there's guys who would consider themselves to be a quality man like myself. I would never refer to myself as a high value man. I'm not even sure what that is, but what I do know is this: is I want my woman to contribute, and it doesn't have to be financially. Is the whole thing. It could be financially, and it could. I don't expect her to contribute what I put in. I always consider myself to be the primary breadwinner, and she can supplement what I bring in, or she can supplement what I do with her salary. But what I want her to do is support the household. That means take care of the kids, take care of my needs. If I need some clean drawers, then I want some clean drawers. If I want some clean socks, then I want some clean socks. And I'll take, I mean, I'm not saying go out and pay for them, but I'm saying I'll pay. Just if you're doing my laundry, or whatever, and you see that I need some new this or some new that, I shouldn't have to ask you to get it, right?
If
you have the money.
The laundry, she won't have the idea.
That's true enough, because you don't do my laundry. True enough.
But you already have some, huh?
Anyway.
You already have some.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Like to never.
okay,
My
Roger that.
oh, yeah. Shoot, man, I had them farts was killing me, man. Them farts were killing my jaws. Go ahead, read the next comment.
Younger said, I'm willing to support her parents, but I'm not taking responsibility for her entire extended family. I'm happy to help her mom and dad only, not aunts, uncles, or siblings who are able to work. And I agree with that. Me either, because personally, as a Filipina, I'm willing to help my parents, especially because I understand they're not working anymore. You know, but my siblings, I have to think about it because it's time to reciprocate, especially when they help me during the times of need. I would be glad to reciprocate.
Right.
You know.
I'm just, I mean, and not everybody can do. I'm just not trying to get in a position where I need help. Right. So I have to reciprocate. But I mean, it is what it is. You have to help family. You got to help family out. But the whole family and people who are nowhere around when you need help, I don't know about them. I don't know about all of them, but still. Let's get to the next one.
Okay. So Nap said, I just tell her I'm a sanitation engineer, which is really just a trash collector.
Trash collector, right? Okay. They make good money though. Trash collectors make good money.
So Obi-Wan said, I agree, Raymond. After we're serious, I think it's fair for her to know what she's dealing with.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that, right?
A lot of dudes work for the lollipop factory.
What's a lollipop?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe that one went past me. I thought it was like the name of a company or something. It's not the name.
Me either. I don't know. Okay, so Ander said, well, you try to withhold support to my own kid. It would be time to go back to court.
Exactly.
Exactly. So this is like the off-topic you were mentioning earlier. Okay, so.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to go back to our talking point?
Yeah, go back to the talking point. Go ahead to the next segment.
Okay, so
what's the next the poll question?
The poll question is supporting poll question. Okay, so is family responsibility should be discussed early?
Right.
Yes or no? Guys.
Is that something you should is that something you should discuss in the first few dates? Like how she feels about family responsibility.
I think vaguely.
Kinda, because I want to, you know what I want to know? Is she the breadwinner?
Yes.
But you don't have to come out and ask her, are you the breadwinner? You can ask certain questions, right? You can ask questions around that.
Like, for example, a subtle question would be, are you the eldest in the family? Are you the eldest? Because normally here in the Philippines, if you're the eldest, you normally take care of the younger siblings, the family.
Right. And then how many siblings do you have, right? What do they do? Right. What do they do? Right? Oh, cool. You got a brother. Oh, what does he do? Right. Yeah. I mean, you can ask questions without asking that direct question. Yeah. So I think it's a big deal. I definitely think it's a big deal.
And I think it should be discussed early, but vaguely.
Yeah, but you can work around it. You can work around it, right? Okay. What do we got? Here we go.
Okay, so Young First said, can we really expect a Filipina that makes minimum wage? For example, in Mindanao, it's 486 pesos or $8 per day with a bachelor's degree, which is required to work in a fast food to financially contribute. Come on.
I think we can, Jerry. I think you can. But the question is, how much and what do you expect her to contribute, right? But and this is what we were just talking about. Like, I need socks. I need some socks, and you can buy me a pair of socks, right? And but the thing between, I'm gonna give you the money, right? I'm gonna give you the money, but in the meantime, if you know I need socks, give me some socks. Take care of me, I'll take care of you. It's a team thing. Can you expect her to contribute financially? I think so. But it like on a sliding scale, like not what you contribute, but she's got to put something in. She's got to put some. What do you think?
I think, like, for example, it would be nice for her to buy you stuff, especially like, for example, a pair of socks is 300 pesos. That's like almost a day of work for her, because here
Really?
Yeah, 300 pesos for 386, almost 400 for a pair of socks. Yeah. So also, if you're going 300 plus each. Or that's almost a day of work for a lot of it's expensive. Things are expensive, and you have when she gives something to you, I think this is where, when she gives something to you, always consider that it's she sacrificed something for it.
You know what?
Mm.
I think I really thought about it though. I don't think I really. I hear you. I hear you. So let me hear. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry.
It's
I
okay.
got you. I
Mm.
got you.
So we were, yeah, so you get my point
I
now.
got
So
you.
you want to do something for your partner, especially if she's just a minimum wage earner. You want to do something, but it would take her whole day of salary or work just to give something for you.
But even if she's not, even if she knows that you're gonna you're gonna,
Yeah, but how can
yeah.
you want to give something, because you want to reciprocate even tiny things. You may not take him out on a expensive restaurant, but this is something that I can do for you. I know that I can.
Cheesecake and coffee is like a
Mm,
whole day's work.
mm,
Like for real.
mhm.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
So you might be
No perspective. I mean, seriously,
that's all day just to
good. It's good perspective for
yeah.
you, for real. Sometimes I think you have to put it into into gross terms
Mm.
for people to understand, like how much like cheesecake and a coffee,
Mhm.
right?
You
That's
know what,
like
Jerry? I
400.
have to thank you for this because in 2 live streams, you've been putting us up on game a lot. It's some
Right.
giving us some a different perspective. Because go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Because I really think that you can contribute financially. I still think that you can contribute financially. Like for example, you're living together. You can pay the bills that are not that expensive. Like for example, water bill, the water bill, the maybe not electricity, but something that how about for example, you do the grocery for this week and for this week, for this month maybe, and then if you have another month next month, and then the next time I'll save for it. It's not really every day, but you have to put something just to. It may not be equivalent to what he's putting in because
It shouldn't be.
yeah.
It shouldn't be. No, and that's my point. Is it's you don't expect the woman, especially here, to contribute what you're putting in, but I would want her to contribute something,
Mm.
right? And it could be labor, but if it's only labor, then and she's got a job, and I wouldn't date a woman who didn't have a job. So it has to be something. But that's great perspective, Jerry. I agree with what Ching just said. When I think about it in terms of coffee, a cup of coffee at Starbucks and a piece of cheesecake is like 400 pesos
The cheesecake itself is 400 plus the coffee
at
to
Starbucks or not.
285.
Yeah,
How about 600 coffee and cheesecake? 600 to 700.
that's a day's salary.
That's a day salary.
I don't think I honestly didn't think about it that way. I really didn't. I really didn't. So that's a good call.
Obi-Wan said, when I moved back from the Philippines, dating was over for me in America. I can never go back to that.
It would be tough. It would be
I think
very tough.
when you said you wouldn't date a single woman in the US, and then from here you suddenly dated a single woman, because I think it's different. It's different with maybe the demeanor of a lot of single moms in the US compared to the single moms here in the Philippines. So I think it's more of the attitude of a lot of
And the reciprocation or lack thereof.
okay, moving on. So Anderson was talking to one Filipina the other day, 34-year-old single mom with 5 kids. Nope, 34.
Some things to do that, but Anders, I'm gonna tell you. Oh wait.
I'm just counting, I'm doing the math. 34 with 5 kids.
She was spitting it out, huh? Like every 2 years, huh?
If there's a gap every time.
Right, yeah, there's a gap. But there's dudes who I know cats who don't have children, and they were okay with they're that. Okay with a woman with 5 kids. I'm with you. I would not be okay with a woman with 5 kids. 3 kids would not. It would be too many for me. 3 kids would just be way too many. It was tough to convince me to do 2 kids. Yeah. But I'm glad I was convinced. But man, 5 kids, man. I'm just saying, bro.
You won't be retired until 70.
Yeah, I mean that's another 10 years of work. Like for real.
And then after that, if you can't work anymore, I'll be the one taking
Right.
care of everybody. Okay, so Black Box said, not really young fresh, but she can do something. Maybe the
Right.
electric bill, but
There you
something
go.
nothing major if she
Yeah.
wants to add to the house.
Something
Yeah.
small, yeah, something small. She's gotta be putting in.
Mm.
Right. Everybody's gotta put in something. It
Mm.
can't be just booty. Is you gotta be putting in,
Something.
yeah. And if she's got a job, which she does, then she's put in something. And if it's a day's salary, then it's a or 2 days salary, then you know what? Then I think I'll appreciate it a heck of a lot more than I did before.
Thank you, baby.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What we got? Okay, Luca.
Okay, Luca said to Young Fresh, a Filipina may not be financially capable to contribute, but she should have the financial maturity should she be given the custody of some of his finances.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so. And it's really hard to find a woman who is really good with finances.
I would not put her in that position. Yeah, I just. How about we just
Just, I know, maybe what she's
see how she
referring
thinks.
to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe she's just referring to, like, for example, I'm going to give you money, you take care of this, but not really in full custody
Gotcha. Gotcha.
of
Right.
the money.
Right. I'll give you money for
for
this
this?
bill, this bill, this bill.
Okay,
this
so
bill.
you take care of it.
But
I'll just give you a rundown of what needs to be
Right.
paid for.
but when you're in a committed relationship, you should know what kind of woman you have already. Right?
Of course.
How her spending habits and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you're smart enough to have picked and vetted a woman and picked a woman who you trust to take care of your finances and that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Right? So Luca, I do agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Michael said, without being disrespectful, is it wrong for a single guy to avoid dating single mothers? I mean, it's not my responsibility and I will never be her number one priority.
No, Michael, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It's his own.
Everybody's got their priorities. Everybody has their preferences, and to each his own. And I don't think anybody here or anybody else or anywhere else would be mad at you. If you can't get on with that, then you can't.
Yeah, we're just saying, Michael, that most of the women that you'll encounter here in the Philippines might be a single mom. So
There you go.
if you're planning to date here in the Philippines, put that into part of your expectation that one of the people, you might like her, but she might be a single mom.
Okay. All right.
Amo what said. I remember the glasses and black outfit.
Alistair, I gotta be honest. I forgot what she looks like. I just remember she didn't look like what she looked like now. That's all I gotta say, man. It was a different look, and it was and if you saw her rolling up on her tricycle, dude, it just man on her
Wanted to
on her grocery grabber, rolling up on her grocery grabber with these big ass glasses. Come on, man.
I'll drop you off your condo. Come on.
Right, exactly. No, I'm cool, dude. I'll walk. Preserve my dignity. Right. Sitting in the back of the grocery grabber. Right. Come on, man. Go ahead.
So Michael said, without we
How do you do
we
that?
already-
Okay, there you go.
yeah. Okay, the black box said, no, it's not disrespectful, Michael. It will just be harder to find a woman who has no kids because they won't tell you if she feels you'll reject her. Good luck. Yeah.
Yeah, and the ones who will lie about it are not the ones you would want anyway in the first place. But it makes it tough because there's just so many women here who are going to be single moms. If 30 and up and then 35, the number gets extremely high when you get to 35. But even at 30, I think it's more than 60% of the women are single moms. So yeah. Let's see.
Okay, Young Fresh said, first date isn't for finances. I just want to know, bachelor's degree, at least, no smoking, never married, no kids.
Simple enough, right? Okay. I mean, those are fair questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Facts about on the spending habits. 100% agree. Right.
Agreed.
Look, that's what you need to. Those are things you need to know to progress in a relationship.
Yeah.
How does she spend money?
Like,
what is she spending money on? Right?
Like, for example, you entrusted her with money, and then some people will just borrow the money because he doesn't need it yet. Okay, I'll just borrow this first and then I'll return it later, but end up spending the money without returning
Right.
it.
Right. Speaking of which, go ahead.
Okay, so Amwat said, Cheng, when do you ask if she has loans?
Mm.
Oh, good question. Okay, so like for example, maybe when you get comfortable with each other already, so you ask if she has credit cards, huh?
Right.
Because here in the Philippines, a lot of people use credit cards to buy some things that they want and not what they need, but they
Right.
use credit cards and they have multiple credit cards because they maxed out the other one already. So I think you ask when you're really comfortable with each other. That's when you see if she has loans also with private institutions and government loans. So we
Right.
have government loans here, and because you'll get an idea how much is she receiving monthly, because if most of it are already set aside for paying the debt.
Mhm.
That's all. Thank you.
Right. You sure? Okay. All right. You want to read?
That
You want
look. That look.
You want to read young Jerry's
Yeah.
comment?
Young Press said to Black Box, so if she's making $8 per day, you want her to pay the electric bill and you call that being a provider? That's where I disagree respectfully. I think just not, maybe that's an example of Black Box. I think that maybe something small that you think she can afford.
Well,
And you ask her.
here's the deal. Yeah. Well, number one, you have a conversation about it, right? About between the two, but perspective. My electric bill is 3,500 pesos a month, right? That for a lot of people, that might be a quarter of their salary. That might be a quarter of their salary. So I don't know that it would be the electric bill, but maybe the water bill. You said the water bill. The water bill is like 200 pesos a month, right?
Oh, at times,
Yeah.
for example, when you double when you live together. So
Right. Okay. So 400 pesos a
400.
month.
So less than
So,
1,000.
Yeah, I think that's feasible. That's
Mhm.
feasible.
And like for
Um,
example, internet, it won't take
Internet's like,
internet
my internet's like
what
1,300.
1,300.
1,300 a
Oh,
month.
so I think
Mm.
that's fair.
That's right on the
Mm.
line. Right on the line. But
Say something.
something.
But you have to ask her, what are you willing to
What are you?
contribute?
Yeah. I mean,
Because
you have to sit down and talk about it.
she'll be the one to decide what can I afford.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can talk about it. Autofocus.
Yeah, the autofocus is jacking us, right?
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, but I think you have a conversation, talk about it. Definitely, I would say.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, so
Right here.
what's that? DC said, Cheng brought up a very good point. Sometimes as foreigners, I brought up a good point. Sometimes as foreigners, we can be a target once we fall in love with their family. Yeah. So, there are pros and cons of meeting the family early.
Mhm.
Because you don't want to be in the position where you introduce as the boyfriend and you get pressured and all that. But also it is you have to understand that some Filipinos would want you to meet the family because you want she wants her family to vet you too.
Right. You know what? I talk that talk, but I gotta be real with you.
Mm.
If Richard or sis, if they said, "Hey, bro, I really need some help," I don't know that I could say no. I don't. Honestly, at this point, it's because it's been like almost 3 years. I don't know that I could say no. I mean, if they, it would. I'll say that it would be hard for me to say no.
It will be hard for you to say no because.
But I would tell them to talk to you.
Mhm. But I think because they put in some work, they invested also.
Yeah. I mean,
Before, like for example, help you X, Y, and Z. When
Right.
like for example,
I mean, all of the little things that Richard's done. I mean, I don't know that I'd be able to say no. I mean, if it happened like continuously, I could say no. I could say no.
Definitely.
But I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's like sis never come to me, ask me for anything.
Because they would they would not.
I don't know that I would be able to say no. I really don't.
Hopefully-
Or if your mom or dad.
Hopefully
ask me
that
for
that they
anything.
won't happen.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it because we're talking about it. I don't know that I would be able to say no. Yeah, but it's because they, these little things. Your mom makes me a little Shanghai. Yeah, your dad's always,
you like this?
Yeah.
Oh, you
dad,
get it the next day. Yeah.
All the little things your family does. I don't know that I'd be able to say no. But again, if they start asking one on Tuesday, one on Thursday, one on Saturday, I can say.
Before they even ask the second time, they will get through me now. Because that's my job. That's my responsibility.
Yeah, I would still tell them, I need to talk to Cheng. But my recommendation would be, I think we can do this. Yeah. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, but I never thought about it before, right? Okay. I think we're here. Are we here? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. So Black Box said I only said that Young Fresh if she wanted to contribute. So sometimes they don't want to feel like she isn't contributing to the family and sitting down and seeing how we want to do things. Yes, especially if she's not earning anything, how can she contribute if you ask her to stop working? So the only thing that you can ask her to contribute is to contribute within the house and make her do all the house chores because that's her way of contributing.
And I think that's the one of the side things about if you have a woman and you ask her to quit her job, then you're essentially saying, I'm going to take over and I'm going to take over and give you what you were making so that you can continue giving to your family because you're the breadwinner, right? Go ahead.
And just a reminder lang to guys who ask their partners or who will ask their partners to quit their job. Don't go talking later on that if she's asking for X, Y, and Z, because how can she buy things for herself? She doesn't have a job. Right. You ask her to quit her job.
Ray McKinnon said he's going to be in here on February 1st. Ray, holla at your boy. If you're going to be in Manila, holla at your boy. Let us know, man. It might be cool to hook up and have some lunch or coffee or a drink or something, man. It'd be pretty cool. But even if not, welcome to the Philippines. Or the other, right? Okay.
Young Fresh said in parts of the Philippines, even college-educated women earn about $1 an hour. Expecting a 50-50 split under those conditions is economically absurd, and a provider should be ashamed to expect money.
But Young Fresh, it's hard for me to say Young Fresh. But Jerry, but you added something to the equation. You said this now says a 50-50 split. And maybe I missed a comment. I could have missed a comment now, but I don't think anybody said anything about a 50-50 split. I think that would be ridiculous. That would be absolutely ridiculous. I think me, at least me, and a couple other cats, as far as I read in the comments, are just saying you expect her to put in something, right? You sit down and have a talk about it, talk about what her expectations are, and you guys can come up with something together. But expecting 50-50 that out here, come on, that you're absolutely right. That would be ridiculous. I agree with that.
And maybe not 50 of what you're giving, 50 of what she's getting.
Right.
So for example, you cannot say 50% of what you're contributing equal to 50%. No, 50%. Contributing doesn't have to be 50-50. Dated a girl here in the US making 5% of me. She insisted on paying for dates once in a while.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's what I mean. And Anders, I agree with you here. It doesn't have to be 50%. Just contribute something, right? If I take you out 10 times, if that means you're saving your money, then you save your money. Take me out once. Take me to coffee and a Danish or a coffee and cheesecake.
It doesn't need to be extravagant.
Yeah, you ain't gotta take me to Texas Roadhouse and get me a sirloin steak. But
the next day I'll be eating cat.
You'll be eating cat food because you won't be able to afford it. Yeah. But contributing something. I think that's the point that they're trying to make, right?
Okay, DC said, we need to ask a woman where she wants to go or let her know if it's okay to go there. Right. Go here. My previous girlfriend in the US was a vegan.
Right. I totally agree with that. I think you kind of gotta, you can't just, we're gonna go here. Right? I mean, yeah, I totally agree, right?
Okay, so Black Box said, I understand the situation, Young Fresh. Like I said to Rich, the Filipino economy is 3 to 4% of GDP growth is from OFW workers, and another 2% is from call centers, and they make dirty wages.
Right. I think we got that one. Okay.
I don't think so. Because I don't think so. I think Rich got clicks as more clicks than especially when you do controversial topics without me in.
The analytics don't lie, Raymond. I'll leave it at that. The analytics don't lie, and we definitely look at the analytics, and they don't support your statement.
Yeah. If I'm here, then that's cool. If I'm
Yeah.
not here,
I'll
then
say this: when she's here, I enjoy the show a lot more, and I think the mass majority of our
audience.
I don't want to say our faithful audience, but our longtime audience enjoys it too. I certainly do. However, the analytics do not lie.
And I understand that.
Right.
And I'm fine with that.
All right. Let's see. Ray McKinnon said, yeah.
My girl of 8 years is Filipino. I'm visiting her again February 1st in Manila.
Okay. All right. 8 years, huh?
Mm.
All right. Okay. DC.
Cheng, I was even talking about us Westerners who are retired. Me, myself, is blessed physically, financially, and mentally, but all Westerners who are retired are not equal.
That's for sure. That is for damn sure, right? People have different pensions. People are living on way different costs, right? On way different expenses and revenue. Okay, go ahead.
DC said, that's fine.
What?
We just read that.
There we go.
Okay, Obi-Wan said, I was just thinking the same, Black Box. I got to close up accounts and find new address. I can't wait.
Okay. All right. Gerard Rose G-Man. Okay, is from Madison, Wisconsin. What's up, Gerard?
Hello, Gerard.
Welcome to our show. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate having you up in here, brother.
And
welcome to the family.
The last one you join us again.
You hoping this is the last?
We're hoping this is not the last one.
Oh, okay, done. That's great. Yeah. Brother, he might think he ain't invited to come back.
Wait, Passport dialectic.
What's up, man?
Really? They're so broke they can focus. I'll gladly tell you what I earn, but don't ask me to cash app you.
I heard that, bro. I heard that. Absolutely. Right. Anthony X King. Hey, said, how many sisters you have? Brother, I did not stutter. I have 10 of them. Count. 10. 3 before me, 7 after me, brother. And yes, I can name them all in order. And right before one of them have it. Well, actually, her birthday's Tuesday, but I talked to one of them right before we came on, right? All right. Benjamin Jackson is in the house. What's up, Benjamin? Benjamin, can you please tell us where are you watching from, brother? Benjamin said, first time coming there. Can you recommend a hotel? Absolutely, Benjamin Jackson. I'll recommend a few hotels. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Go into my email, hit me with the email, and I will give you the name of 5 hotels that I recommend. And by the way, give me your budget. Give me your budget on how much you want to spend. I'll recommend 5 outstanding hotels. All that will fit your budget. Okay. And just do that. Hit me in the email. I'm sure Slick Rick, if you haven't put up the email, if you put it in the comments, if you'll do that, I'll appreciate that. Benjamin, just hit me in the email and I'll easily recommend some outstanding hotels that you will like. You'll be comfortable. The staff is good. The food is good. The location's good. Everything. I got you. Okay. I got you. And by the way, I know you're itching to do a promo. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if you have questions, if you have a lot of questions and you want to prepare before you plan on coming here to the Philippines, hit us up on the email. The email is richie.rich@travels2@gmail.com. Slick Rick will put up the email down there. Thank you so much. And your answers will be answered.
Your question.
Your questions will be answered. We'll even do a video chat. So if you need your questions to be answered, list them all and then have it ready.
Yeah. So in short, if you want to do a consultation, we'll do a 1-hour consultation. We'll do a video chat, answer all the questions you have. But if you have something short like this, Benjamin, just hit me in the email. And I got you covered. That will only take me 4 minutes or less than 4 minutes to recommend 5 quality hotels. And I say quality, I mean it. Okay. All right. Cool.
Hopefully we'll get to the comments so we can go back.
Okay.
To
Ooh. All right. Roy said his girlfriend lives in Zamboanga City. I've been to Zamboanga, Roy. Sorry, I said Roy. Ray. Sorry about that. Ray. Just be careful. Just be careful. Zamboanga it's in that place. It's in that area where your girlfriend might be a really cool gal, but Zamboanga, you got to be careful out there, bro. That's that area in Mindanao. Okay. But
But a lot of
yeah,
places.
Yeah,
Love
super cool
Mindanao.
places. Yeah, I mean Davao,
Davao,
CDO,
CDO.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Zamboanga's in that northwest area
Just be
of
careful out
Mindanao.
there.
Yeah, in that
But a
part.
lot of cool places
For
to
sure.
visit. But you need to travel with a local. So Benjamin Jackson, Ben from
All
Boston.
right. What's
Okay, going to put boots on the ground soon. Can you recommend a hotel?
Okay, so we got that one already. I'll hit you in the email, and I promise you, quality recommendations. You tell me what your budget is, and I'll give you top quality. I'll give you the best hotels in the area for sure. Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, Ray, for being a member.
Oh, absolutely, right. Oh, hey. Oh, you know what? I got this new thing. I got this new thing.
Hi.
Oh, I got the claps.
Oh yeah.
But I have to do it with the
I
on the mouse phone.
okay.
So,
Next time.
Yeah, next
We're
time.
kind of, learning
Yeah.
how to do things
Yeah.
or our new toy.
Yeah, we have to, right. But I got the claps. I was learning how to work it. It's got claps. It's got like a bomb. It's got gunshot. All this stuff. But it's pretty cool. Next
In
time.
my Porsche.
Yeah. Next time we'll do it, right? Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so the black box said, I can believe you, DC. Too many do not think about physical fitness and financial integrity. Both must be a priority in order to be successful in the Philippines.
Right.
So they answered the movie already?
Yeah, Sandlot. Yeah, Sandlot. It's a great movie. Great kids movie, actually. Yeah, excellent. The boys should watch that.
Really?
The boys, it's an excellent kids movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Right? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Are you gonna welcome the man before you do it?
Hindi.
Okay.
Nanil Diamond.
Neil Diamond. Yeah.
Nanil Diamond, welcome
there
to
you go.
Church Abroad.
There you
So, even though my Filipino wife's family is poor, she has never asked me for money to give them. My wife is high value woman, meaning she was a virgin and I waited until marriage
Wow.
not to be a virgin.
Wow. I mean, you don't find those very often. You don't find those very often at all. That's awesome, right?
So speaking of supporting a partner, I mean, here in the Philippines, a lot of Filipinos think that supporting a family doesn't really exploiting a partner, because a lot of Filipinos are already supporting their families even before they met a Western man. So like you entering the family, it just helps make her life a little easy. I have someone now to help me help my family. But again, you have to set some boundaries, because whether we like it or not, the Filipino will still help her family no matter what.
For family. Yeah, you're not going to be able to stop her from helping her family, right? Okay, good points.
Yeah, and
Good
also, the question isn't, are you going to pay or will you pay? The question is, can you understand my situation, or can you understand my culture? That's the question, I think. So
good points.
Gerard said, how much responsibility should I have for my Filipino wife's 22-year-old daughter who now has a 6-month-old baby and is not working because she has to raise the baby? Number one,
Let you answer. You know what I'm
number one, if she happens to make a baby, then it's time for her to stand on her own, because she already made a baby. She decided that on her own. So why am I? That's why a lot of kids nowadays feel so okay, entitled getting pregnant, because they know that their parents will take them in. As it's not the responsibility, to be honest, especially if you have a family, if you're trying to build a family, that's the cue for you to build your own family.
I don't know how much responsibility I would feel. I really don't. I mean,
yeah, because once you're done with school, that's my cue. When you're done with school, you should be.
You can have adult
things.
Do adult things. You can do adult consequences.
Yeah, you should be able to take care of yourself already.
Dog's name was Hercules. They called him the Beast, but the dog's name was actually Hercules, and that is correct. Right?
So Slick Rick said right, but in the beginning they referred to him as the Beast. Okay, gotcha.
Right. All right. I think we're getting to the end of the comments, but we don't know on this one though. It's hard to know.
It's hard to know.
Yeah. Okay.
So Larry said, it's funny that you should mention that. I'm heading back to the Philippines, and at the end of the month,
Mhm.
she just told me that she bought me some underwear and slippers.
That's what it is, man. Yeah. I mean, get your man some draws. Make sure your man, ladies, if you're watching this, as a foreigner, make sure your man has clean, fresh. No, I'm not. This is not about you. This is not about you.
Okay.
Don't take it personal. Yeah. No, just make sure. I mean, look, you don't do my laundry, right?
No.
You don't do my laundry. My laundry gets done by somebody else, right? But downstairs, stop putting it downstairs. But just you got to make sure. I mean, you know where my drawers are, right? You know where my socks are.
But I don't meddle with your cabinet. That's why I don't
Yeah,
know.
but those are things you should know.
Okay.
Yeah, those are things you should know about your man. Your man should always have clean drawers and clean socks. Just saying.
Make sure your pantry is full.
Yeah. I mean, but that's for me to take care of. I mean, my fridge is jam packed right now. I'm just saying, but yeah.
Because I know where you go. Because I have friends, Kuya Alan, just hey.
Because I got him some water.
Because wait, sorry.
I was gonna get him some. I asked him if he was hungry.
He just told me.
That's my dude.
Oh, he asked me if I want food.
Yeah.
I'm shy. That's why I said no.
Oh, so next time I got you. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Gatorade because he escorted me crossing the street.
He stopped traffic for me.
Yeah.
You gotta explain it.
Yeah, because Kuya Alan is my dad's friend, and he's a traffic enforcer. And whenever I pass there, whenever he sees my boy, he stops.
Everybody.
It's a busy intersection, guys. I'm just letting
It's like
you know.
a 5-way intersection.
Yeah, it is. He'll
traffic.
stop it when he sees, hey. Yeah.
But I got him a bottle of water. I was like, hey man, are you hungry? Because I was gonna buy him lunch. He said, no, I'm not hungry. And I'm like, oh, okay, right. But next time I might just bring him some chicken.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna give him the thing of the chicken and rice from the joint. Yeah.
But every time I see him, because he's my dad's friend, and apart from that, he's
good
cool.
people, yeah.
And he never
always
asks
good
for
people.
anything.
Yeah. I'll get him next time. But see, I didn't know. I thought he really wasn't hungry.
That's why I know
He's probably starving. Huh? He's like, no, I'm not hungry.
What I'm saying is that I know where you went because your friends have. It's like CCTV reporting to
I
me.
know. Because he asked me, "Where's Ching?" I don't know. Doing something. Right. No, I told him you're working. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. DC said family responsibility is normally mentioned when you are getting
For sure. You should ask those questions. Those are definitely questions that should be asked. Right?
Black Box said that should be a conversation between you and your wife and work out things and set boundaries. Yeah.
I think that's a conversation before you get to the wife.
Yes.
I think that's a conversation. But again, you don't have to ask it directly. You can ask some questions to find out what you need to find out. And if she's smart, she'll probably know what you're asking, what you're trying to find out. But still, right? But you don't have to be so direct, right? Obi-Wan said, Gerard, we've been advised to avoid single moms because exactly that, right? And look, I'm just and here, you feel stuck. I'm gonna just go out on record. Anyone who says I don't date single moms, I feel you. I feel you. I absolutely feel you. I mean, I made my choice, and I'm glad of the choice I made, but I nothing but love for you. And I understand why. Sometimes it might be financial. Sometimes it's just the feeling. Sometimes you get those single moms who have been single moms for a long time, and they don't know how to relinquish control. And they want to still be the man in the house. I feel you. I'll just say that.
Okay, so DC said to Young Fresh, I think that's it's most important that we know their financial responsibility to her family before we met her.
For sure. Right. No question about that. Right.
Go ahead.
Oh, Michael Moore said, I agree. To Obi-Wan, I agree. They all tell us to avoid single moms like the plague. People can tell you that out here, but you'll find out. You'll find out. It's going to be, it's not as easy as it sounds. Not as easy as
what does the California accent said? It's not what it seems.
Oh, nothing. Nothing here. It's the same as in China. Nothing here is what it seems. Nothing. Right? nothing here is what it looks like. Yeah, what it things look like. Just keep watching. Keep watching. Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you get the timestamp? You didn't. Go ahead.
Sorry, man.
What's up, fam? Go ahead.
Adrian, thank you so much
Hey.
for the super chat. Hey, family, magnets are en route. However, there's a $34 tariff on your end. They should be there within 2 weeks. Leaving for Arlington, Texas in the morning. Drove 2,900 miles. Sweet.
2000, man. Do you know how far
No.
that is? That's like across the damn U.S.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that is a lot of freaking driving.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a lot of driving. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
good.
Yeah, you got it. But you hit on something good. Timestamp, and that'll help us in the future, right? Okay. All right. So Obi-Wan, are you feeling a little anxious? It's 4 months away now, right? You got there's some cats coming, right? There's gonna be a bunch of cats coming in the summertime, right? But why in the summertime in the Junes? It's going, man, the weather. This for you guys, just so you let me put you guys on game. This right now is the time to come to the Philippines between November and February, right? But between November, this is the time to come to the Philippines. The weather is spectacular. It almost doesn't rain very much. The weather is cool. It's like 75 to 85 degrees. It's perfect. When you get here in June, it's in the middle of typhoon season.
Yeah, and you're sweating a lot.
You're sweating like a slave. Yeah. And yeah, it is no joke. But you gotta come when you can come, right? Yeah. And plus, but by the way, let me put you up on one more thing. Plus, the prices, the airline prices are much better right now. Because people aren't doing holiday, except for it is Chinese New Year, so people are doing holiday. But the point is, if you come in the summertime, it's going to be more expensive because it's travel season, right? I'm just so you guys a little bit of game for you guys, right? All right. Obi-Wan said, when you like somebody and they're broke as hell or poor, you're going to be the one they're looking at, and it's not going to stop. You're absolutely right. That's why from day one, Obi-Wan, you've been around us for a minute. From day one, I've said, don't date women who don't have a job or who don't have some kind of income. And that's up to you. Everybody's going to be different. I get it. But and if you want the target on you, if you want to be an ATM, then that's fine too. But you know what? Man, I'm telling you. We'll take this last call. Here we go. Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Man, I can't come in January, February. I got too many things I still got to do now. I still got to sell my car. The car I got, I'm still paying on it. I got to finish that out. I still got a lease I got to finish out too. So I just can't abandon the lease. My lease ends in July. So I got to leave at least by May because I got to give the building at least 30 days before I leave. So that's why I was telling Obi-Wan I'm going to leave at the end of May, the 1st of June, because my lease ends in July.
I'm just talking about the weather, bro. Just so y'all know, because the weather is different. It's different out here. And this is the time to be here.
I know I'm diving into the island either with the weather, but I've been there all times of the year. So I know. I know. I was trying to rent a room from the Mandarin Hotel in Cebu. I think the Mandarin. Yeah, the Mandarin Plaza Hotel. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you heard about it?
For sure. Around a little bit. Just because I ain't out in the streets, I still hear stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. If you know about the rates, let me know. Send me a little message. Let me know the rates are so I can get an idea what I got to spend for 2 weeks. Because I'm going to get paid before. That
I can do. That's a simple one. Do me a favor. Hit me in the email because I'll forget. I got a lot of stuff on my plate. Hit me in the email. And yeah. Yeah.
You got 100 things running at the same time.
For sure. For sure. 103. But hit me in the email, and I can do that one real quick and easy, okay? All right.
See you later.
Okay, bet. Take care. Bye.
Later, dudes.
All right. I like him. He grew on me. He really grew on me, actually. All right. And these guys said they're planning on spring, and this ain't spring. No, this is wintertime, huh? This still winter. Spring don't start till like March, huh?
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah, see, you're growing. Yeah, you'll get there. Right. Okay. Ray McKinnon said, "How can I get you to answer a question for me?" You could ask, you could call in. Hey, just call. Yeah, call if you got a question, call. That's the best way. You could always hit me in the email. If it's a long question, if it's going to take longer than 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you to do a consultation. But if it's a simple question, just call in here.
That's why we do
exactly. And probably there's about 4 other people who have the same question. So call in so everybody can learn. Right? Okay, so that's that. The number scrolling across the bottom, hit us up. All right, let's see. All right. Joey Jover's in the house. What's up, Joey Jover? My man, my brother from a Filipino mother.
Hello, Joey. Here in the Philippines, it's hard for minimum wage earners like me. That's why you need multiple sources of income, contribute each other's bills. That's the best thing to do. I agree with you, Joey. So even if for a woman who's already has a good salary, needs a supplemental income too, because it will never be enough, especially when your kids are growing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody said call in, Ray. Ray, we're all waiting for you to call in, brother. We're all waiting for you to call in. Everybody want to hear the question now.
Okay, so DC said you should never give a woman that amount of money that she's not accustomed to having because of that open spouse disaster. Yes.
I'm with you on that, bro.
Yeah.
Until you really know, until you've seen how she spends money, I just would not put any large amount of money in her hands. Yeah. At all.
Yeah, because she'll get overwhelmed. Oh, this is the first time I had this money in my hands, And Market Focus said, "Hey, Rich and Cheng, have you two ever visited Pattaya? And what are your thoughts?" I haven't.
I like Pattaya. It's crazy. Pattaya is a little crazy. If you're out in Thailand, if you visit Pattaya in Bangkok, it's a little crazy. My thoughts, I'd rather be in Phuket. I like Phuket and I like Krabi. They're a lot slower, a lot more chill, and they're places for couples. They're right on the beach. You can get your massages. You can cozy up to bars, good restaurants, and you're on the beach. I prefer Krabi and Phuket over Pattaya or Bangkok. Those cities are just off the hook. I mean, just messing around in Poblacion is something. But when you go to Pattaya and Bangkok,
I've seen YouTube videos.
Man, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, DC said to Michael, "You going to have to think like R. Kelly to accomplish with that what you have in mind." Yeah, because if you're going to stay single and move and stay single, I think that you cannot really choose who to fall in love. Especially when you're here and then the women will love bomb you and then treat you.
But if you're looking for that kind of girl, then that's what your preferences are. So, but I think it's tough. It's not going to be easy. But look, if that's your standard, then it is what it is.
Yes,
and stick to it. Yeah. Okay.
Lucas said, "Money will always be a bone of contention. So before going any further into the relationship, might as well sit down and talk about it seriously and discuss boundaries and responsibilities." Cuentas class.
Okay. All right. So, but the question, and I agree with you, Luca. I totally agree. The question is, when does that happen? At what point do you think that should happen? And and I think and it's like when you're serious. When you're serious. Do you think that happens before you get butt naked? I don't think so.
So I think you can discuss those vaguely, especially
right after.
Oh no, before like for
and like how much money?
Because normally you disclose information you're not supposed to when you're in that. Yeah. So anyway, so Raymond said, as long as she's contributing something, maybe it's keeping off your expenses on spreadsheet, etc.
Could be that, right? Just helping you with your money.
Cheng pulled up looking like Jerry Lewis.
You never seen Jerry Lewis with the big ass glasses? It was bad, DC. It was not a good look. And thank the Lord for change. That's what thank the Lord for change, right? And Anders is right. Finances tends to be the number one cause for arguments in a relationship.
You know what?
Tell me
a good policy is that we can argue about anything or we can discuss anything, but up front you can talk about, but we will not have arguments about money or will not fight about money. I think
Have
that
we ever
could,
thought about money?
no. We discussed it, but we haven't fought about it. Because
I
I
think
think
we
the
ever thought about money.
because the moment you fight about money, I think it will
I think you just a little frugal sometimes. I think that's, but we ain't never argued about it. But you're a little,
you
a little
don't
bit.
like me being too frugal.
Yeah, but no, it's a good thing. And but
And that
sometimes
I understand
you're a
now.
little too frugal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, look,
understand that.
respect, good service is a good service, and you're not getting it everywhere. So take care of people. But I don't think we ever fought. I don't think we ever fought about money before. I don't
No.
think so. Anyway, okay. Um, Raymond said his electric bill is about the same. My electric bill is consistently. If I just stop, if I put the fan on at night, I can get my electric bill down to like 2,800. If I put the fan on at night instead of the AC, but my AC runs 24/7. Period. It just how high it is. But that means my bill is going to be right around 32 to 3,500 pesos a month, and that's what it is. So yeah, I think that might be a little bit too much to ask for somebody here to pay for most of the women anyway.
Okay. So Young Fresh said Joey makes a good point. If both the Filipino and the Filipino, not foreigner, makes both $8 per day as locals, then yes, in that case, both incomes are required. That's a different discussion.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like in my mind, I just feel like I've always had this thing about a sliding scale. Number one, I don't believe in sharing sharing finances. I think it's yours, mine, and then ours, right? So we have an account for us, but you keep your account, I keep my account, and then we have an account we share. But I think I'm kind of that believer in the sliding scale thing, right? Which means that we contribute an equal portion of an equal percentage, right, of our income.
Mhm.
And I think that's fair, an equal percentage. Your income might be a lot less than mine, but you're contributing the same percentage. And I think that's fair. But I think I think this might be something we agree to disagree on. I just think you have to ask her to put in some. You have to ask her to invest in the relationship. And it might be money, it might be it might be finances, it might be labor, it might be, but you have to ask her to invest something in the relationship. That's my own opinion on that, right?
Okay. So Raymond said one big way that Peach contributes is tracking finances and driving. The traffic here in Manila is S now, and I could not see myself.
It's a shit show.
It's a blank show. I could not see myself doing it.
Okay, right.
You should have a lot of patience when you're driving here.
Right. And I mean, that's cool to have somebody local who's driving and that's a big thing. That's not a small thing. Yeah.
So David said keeping the grocery bill down, keeping down the so-called foreigner tax from being off control. That can be her way of contributing, having the us against the world mentality.
Good call. Because look, that saves you money, right? Saving money is making money. So I mean, if she's going out and she's so you don't get ripped on the skin tax, that's a big deal. That is definitely a big deal. Okay. Right. Us against the world. That sounds like partners. So he's saying you got to be a good partner. Right? He's saying you could be a good person and be a great person. You just have to be a good partner. All right.
So the black box said, or she can learn to cook my favorite breakfast and I'll be happy with that. And my breakfast meal is very different from most people.
Yeah, shout out to you because you could cook. And I appreciate your cooking.
Not often these days.
No, not often. But I'm a grown ass man. I take pretty good care of myself. But I appreciate you when you do cook up some stuff.
Okay. Back to the Philippines, and Chang has the looks just as well as Richie Rich has the brains. I don't have the brains. I only have the looks.
Scarecrow.
Oh, okay, Cal.
What's up, Cal?
Probably out by now because it's too long. Right. So Cal said they talk about money because they need it. Some women here are really struggling financially. It's the reason they entertain old men to begin.
Absolutely. And we've said that countless times. it amazes me that the dudes that still think she really take the money away. If you're an old dude and you're dating a woman 30 years younger than me, and you really think that she's in it to win it and she just really loves you,
Let me say it.
go ahead.
You must be crazy.
You must be crazy. You must be crazy. Wait, yeah, I mean it's Disney, man. Some dudes would rather be in that Disney thing, right? Ronnie's in the house. What's up, Ronnie? Yeah. Oh, we just stop. Okay, all right. And Frank Ellis, and this is a game. Nobody's trying to scare you, dude. But Frank Ellis is on point too. Zamboanga is in that red zone, and
Yeah, but my friends are from Zamboanga, and you
are
know,
they Filipino? Are they Filipino?
yes, Filipino.
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
foreigners.
Of course, yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying that because Zamboanga has a stereotype also about the red zone. But I'm just saying also that be careful because there are
Yeah.
certain areas, but there are areas that are nice place to visit.
When I was there, nothing bad happened to me. Nothing even close bad happened to me. However, I was not even. I had no idea that I was in a bad area. I didn't have a clue. I just knew I was sweating like a slave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went where?
Yeah.
But we weren't like a thing before when
No, I
No.
don't think so. Yeah. But,
So Lucas said, did I just hear it right? Richie Rich is the único hijo, 10 sisters? Wow.
yeah. What's it want to call you?
The only son. Oh,
No. I have two brothers. I also have two brothers, but both of them are younger brothers. So I am the oldest man in the family at this point. I'm the patriarch of the family now. Right? Okay. And DC, be extremely careful when you visit where your lady friend is from. That area is known for some tough characters. It's true. And again, I don't think anybody's trying to scare you. But game is game. I mean, the more knowledge you have, the better off you'll be, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I think so. Yeah, I think just stay in the city. Stay in the city, right? All right. It's a slippery slope. Okay, so I think the point has been made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, we got
Yeah,
that
we got
Mandarin.
that.
We got that one. So we'll talk about that. Drove up to Whitetail in Pennsylvania. Okay. Okay, got you that. Okay. There are 3 places that I can drive. Okay, I think that's personal conversation. All right. You want to hit?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so our next point is, how do we differentiate a person or Filipinos has a gold digger mentality or the ones just having practical expectations? How can you differentiate those? So, I mean, for I think gold diggers exist everywhere, not just in the Philippines. So, and another thing is a lot of Filipinos who are looking for genuine relationship look for partnership and not sponsorship. For most Filipinos who are looking for genuine connection. What do you think?
I gotta ask something. All right. We have 8 minutes left in this live stream. 8, maybe a little bit more. But I want to ask the audience their opinion. What's a gold digger? What is a gold digger in their opinion? All right, because I think we have different ideas about what a gold digger is. What is a gold digger to you? And if you want to call in. We'll take a couple of calls. What's a gold digger in your mind? Like, is it the woman who asks you for money? Is it the woman who is just only in it for money? Is it that tiger shark that's out there that is on the hunt, on the prowl? What's a gold digger to you? If you want, call in, because I really want to hear other people's ideas of what they think a gold digger is. So call in. The numbers on the bottom of the screen. Scroll down if you can. Yeah, call in. DC said he's living in Bangkok. I think I knew that right now. Him and his girl out there in Bangkok. Oh wait, the sound went out? Is the sound out?
Okay. Slick Rick said we hear them. It's Big Love because the others.
Okay. So it's just okay. It was just right.
Okay.
All right, we're good. Okay, you scared me. I'm like, we've been 10 minutes and ain't nobody heard a damn thing, right? Anyway, somebody give us a call in. We'll take 2 more calls before this is over. Call in, let us. What is a gold digger? What's your opinion? What is a gold digger to you? Let me tell you what I think a gold digger is.
Yes.
I think it's a woman who's on the hunt, she's not in it for love, she's not in it for emotions or affection or nothing like. She is in it because she has targeted you as a person that she can get money from.
But how can you know that when she's like affectionate to you, she's taking care of you?
That's what makes it. I think that's what makes it so hard here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it so hard here in the Philippines is because you can vet all you want to, but you have to watch and you have to watch what she's saying or listen to what she's saying and pay attention to her actions at the same time. That's what makes it really, really hard here.
I think the difference for me, in my opinion, I think the difference of a gold digger is just she just asks without reciprocating. That's a gold digger to me. Because because some women who ask for practical reasons. So for example, you ask her, what do you need? Oh, you give her something because she needs X, Y, and Z. She asks because she needs this. But uh in a way to repay you, she may not have the means to repay you financially, but she can reciprocate in other things. But a gold digger, in my opinion, she just asks, but she never reciprocates. That's how I think about it.
Yeah, I just think she's under the guise that she is operating under the guise that she is pretending to be something she's not, and she's in it specifically to get into your pockets, right? You want to read this comment
Yes,
by Jones?
Hello, Jones. Welcome to Rich Rich Abroad. My platonic maid borrows money each month, usually 1,000 to 2,000 pesos. She borrowed 5,000 pesos 2 months ago and paid me back 3 days later. We're not in a relationship, but I think money applies to all Pinays. It does.
It definitely
It
applies.
does.
You're better than me.
Yeah.
Better than me. I don't know if they gave her 5,000.
Yeah. But it's a good thing that she paid you back because a lot of times when people borrow here, you don't get it back.
Majority of the time you're not going to get it back.
Filipino, I'm talking about as a Filipina, people borrow money and then they don't give it back. What more with a foreign guy?
No, it is what it is. It is. So,
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have hit. We did.
We're not. We didn't.
No, we didn't. It was close.
Proud.
We're still almost there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Joey said,
Joker.
Joey said, gold digger for me is after your money only. After your money, she make you believe that she's in love with you and manipulates you to give her money anytime. Yeah, I think so. Everyone else can hear us just fine, so that's a good thing.
Right. That's my definition too. It's just she's trying to make you believe that she's in it, that she's in it. Yeah, in love with you. She wants you, but she's purely after your money. That's what I would call a gold digger.
Sure.
Pulsating vein. Right. Okay.
You're very
All right. Okay, that was it. Right. A gold digger is the same woman who wants money for little to no honey, right? But that's what makes it hard in the Philippines because I think there's some gold diggers here that will give you the honey. She'll give you the honey, and she'll pretend like she cares more about you than she does. But yeah. Anyway, okay. I think that's about it. I think that kind of gets us to the end of our live stream. You guys, we always appreciate you calling in. We appreciate you coming on. For the new guys that joined the fam, welcome to the Richie Rich Broad family. It is a family, and we appreciate you guys. Everybody who called in, everybody who commented, and did so respectfully. That is so important, to respect the other guests just like we want them to respect you. So, all right. So, Joey Jover, good afternoon to you. Have a great day. And to everybody, Raymond, my man, everybody out there in the Richie Rich Abroad family.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I think talking about money too early is a red flag for me. I think it shouldn't be discussed until you feel like this might be the dude I want to be serious with.
Okay, so
I think there's a time, but you can dance around it. You can ask some questions and learn some things. Like somebody else said, Google some stuff. Be a detective, right?
And for me, money talk doesn't automatically make a person go digging. Maybe she's asking for practical reasons also to clarity for her future. If this man is really the man that he says he is, like, you can provide for me, can you provide for me, something like that. Because at the end of the day, all women want security.
Yeah.
So that's the bottom line.
I think, isn't the question when she
When.
asks those questions, right?
When she asks those
Right. We'll
questions,
take one final call. One final call. Let's take this last call of the day. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Go ahead with your bad self.
Hey,
hey,
Hey.
Rich and Sam,
Yeah.
this Adrian. How y'all doing?
man,
Hey, my apologies, man. I didn't know about that $34 care.
I'm working.
On the for the magnets. On the subject of gold diggers, if you're a man of principles, especially when it comes to your personal life and dating, if you're a man of principles, a gold digger is not going to be able to get around you or get your money unless that's what you want to do.
I agree with that. You got to vet. A man of principle is a man who vets and who vets for a long time if need be. But I would agree with that statement. I definitely agree with it. Right? Okay. Hey, way to wrap up the show. But before we get out of here, we want to say thank you. A special thank you to you, Adrian. We really appreciate you for what happened. He just dropped off. Anyway, he can still hear us. But hey, Adrian, we appreciate you. We know you've been, you've supported our show for a long time, and we really want to express our appreciation to you guys. So, all right. So, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next Saturday night. What's the topic? You don't know. Just don't even pretend. But anyway, peace out. Deuces to y'all. We love you. Thanks.
guys.